Italy, and like the inflation in Italy is way less than Germany. In Germany, it's way higher. So obviously, it's even differ from one country to another rather than one country to another. Obviously, so you're making a point for sure. But okay, like I don't have enough knowledge about the inflation. So if I want to speak about something else, this is something that I know. For example, during Obama, I'm just talking about Biden and Trump. So Obama bombed Iraq. Biden bombed Syria, and Trump has been trying to make peace contracts with different countries such as North Korea.
There was a proxy war in Syria under Trump's administration between like the US and Russia. So Trump actually increased military drone strikes in the Middle East by 450%.
Trump did what? I'm sorry?
Increased military drone strikes in the Middle East by 450%.
So you mean like it was going on during Trump's presidency and what?
To actually a greater extent than say like Obama.
But in the end,
here's one thing I would say from an outside perspective, right? It's really about who you're deciding to believe as it relates to a narrative. Because when you hear stories, you're going to hear claims from both sides as to why they think that they're the greatest side, right? So you have to kind of sift through the information to sort of be able to understand what claims have evidence and which ones do not. You have some sort of standard to go off of. Else you're just going to be caught up in all these crazy stories. That's how the U.S. is. The U.S., a bunch of people believe in conspiracy theories, believe in crazy stories. Okay, that's a predominant aspect of pop culture here as well.
And by the way, I just want to say something to the people in the chat. I'm not Italian. I'm Iranian, actually. So my parents are Armenian. I was born in Iran, and I'm studying engineering. So please don't call me stupid. And I'm just someone who's trying to,
No. It's just all about where you're getting your information from.
Yeah.
So again,
of course.
that's why we need a standard of evidence, because then through all the information of all these different places, we're going to have something that gravitates us towards truth. That's really all I could say for a lot of these things.
But okay, like I something that actually bothers me is that, for example, during until the time that Trump was the president, actually Afghanistan was like secured. Once he left, like everything got fucked up. I'm not just talking about like COVID and everything. That's obviously not his fault. But during COVID and even after COVID, like look what's going on in Afghanistan right now. Literally a U.S. military.
Trump set up the agreement for them to leave.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Trump set up the agreement with the Taliban for the U.S. to leave. Biden had to uphold that agreement.
But okay, Parker, like I really respect you and I really want to learn something from you, but it doesn't make sense. So everything bad that happened, Trump did everything and signed the agreements, and only Biden was the one that...
No, I'm just telling you the context of this. Just because I said Trump did a few things doesn't mean I'm only acknowledging one side, right? I'm just telling you the extra information that you're not hearing, because it sounds like you're only hearing a right-wing perspective. Like, I'm just telling you the reality. He literally was the one who signed the agreement with the Taliban, and then Biden has to uphold that. That's just what the reality is.
But why didn't it happen when Trump was still the president?
Because that's not when the agreement was set to end.
But how can a president, so okay, Biden had to approve for the agreement to be sent, and then?
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense to have a president only be able to do policy about things that happen under their administration. Obviously, they'd have to set agreements that could affect the future. Okay,
but I understand what you're saying, but how can Biden... I understand that Trump has done something while he was a president, and it occurred while he was not a president anymore. Okay, I got that part. But how can Biden, someone who is actually against that kind of thing, like Taliban, how can he approve for that to be done? Like, he can stand in front of it. Like, he can actually resist, so it won't happen.
Say that one more time. I didn't really follow what you were trying to say there.
Sure. No worries. So, you're telling me that Trump signed the agreement, but it happened after, like, while he was already gone. Okay, gotcha. But he was already gone. Biden was there. Why would Biden allow that thing to go through, that process to go through.
What do you mean that? Because it would have killed American soldiers if he didn't, because that was the agreement that set up. He had to follow through with it. Else
But
American
that,
soldiers were going to die.
but
And
those
and the media would blame him for that as well, wouldn't they?
But those many years, like American soldiers and everything, like they have been protecting Afghanistan and Afghan people, and nothing has happened. And at that exact moment, the American soldiers would have died.
Yeah, they would have. The agreement was that they were going to start shooting American soldiers again at that particular
Oh,
time period if they were still there.
gotcha. Okay, yeah, these were just everything that I thought about, and this was literally my debate because I don't have so much enough
Sure.
information. But can you give me like not reasons why you want to vote Biden, but reasons why you don't want to
Vote
vote?
for Trump. Yeah, he's been proven of sexual abuse. A jury of 9 people indicated that he sexually abused a woman. So he's been proven of that. He's a fraudster. He's been proven of fraud. He was held legally responsible for fraud, defamation. He has 34 felonies that he's been convicted of for falsifying business records. He also tried to deny the election. Like he like absolutely lost. There were audits across the entire United States, courts across the entire United States that oversaw like these election claims of fraud and whatnot. There were 17 appointed judges by Trump specifically that oversaw these types of cases. None of them saw evidence to specifically overturn the election. None of them saw sufficient evidence of that. It was actually determined to have been the most secure election in recorded history. So like his claims that like it's been stolen are like obviously wrong. And he's got tens of millions of people in my country believing that the election's been stolen, right? And that undermines our American democratic process. He also supported like tax policy that throughout the entire effect of the tax policy decreased the amount of money, or actually here I'll say it this way: increased the tax burden on the lowest and the lowest class and the middle class, while decreasing the tax burden on people who are rich, like in the top 1%, top 0.1%, in the highest quintile.
Okay, gotcha. And can I also mention something else or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, so, mm, so basically, because I live in Iran, so I definitely know this is true, that once Trump became the president, he basically stopped allowing immigrants to immigrate to US, even if it was all legal. Is that correct?
No, that's not true.
But all my relatives that actually applied to as refugees, legal refugees, they couldn't go anymore.
That would be like for particular regions, right? For certain countries, but not for all immigration.
Oh, so it was just like countries like Iran and stuff.
Yeah, so he actually ran on a Muslim ban. He wanted to ban Muslims from coming to the country until what he said he quote unquote knows what's going on.
But it's actually funny because it's kind of not true because, as I said, I'm Armenian and we're Christians, and Armenians that are Christian and they were immigrating to from Iran through Armenian immigration services to America, they were banned, even though
Yeah,
they were
yeah. I'm
Christian.
not saying that it was a law that only applied to that, but that's how he claimed it. That's how he named it. He coined the term that it's a Muslim ban.
So it's not
But
just
but it didn't just ban Muslims. It predominantly did.
so basically you won't call him a racist.
No, I would call him racist, but there are plenty of other things I would call him racist for.
Why?
Yeah, like I mean that I definitely think that this is definitely built in his bigotry for sure. But if we want to talk about like his racism, he had housing discrimination lawsuits, right? And he would specifically like his business would tell white families that there were openings like in their places, right? And then they would tell black families that there were not openings,
Oh
right?
wow.
So like that's just one example. I can give plenty of others if you would like.
Gotcha. No, I don't want to waste your time. I actually appreciate the fact that you talk to me, even though I'm not American. And I would be more than
I don't typically do this because I do just specifically talk to people who are voting, but it was cool to like see an outside perspective.
yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. And
Appreciate it.
I would love it if you, have other lives, for example, related to LGBTQ and stuff. I would love to talk to you about them also.
Yeah, I do. I'll be doing a lot more of those types of lives if they stop banning me as much, and and if once like the political season is over.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Well,
I appreciate
keep
you
the
coming.
good, keep the hard work, Parker. You're gonna make it. I'm pretty sure. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. All right, everyone. I don't know what's going on with the TikTok algorithm right now. Dean's like, what the fuck is going on? I have no clue. It's kind of fucking crazy right now, but we're just gonna try to go through it. I haven't seen it like this, like ever. Like it's actually crazy, chat. It's been like this all day for Adam Cray too. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello, 25.
Yeah, are you voting for Trump in 2024?
I'm not voting for him, but I hope that the Americans vote for him because I feel like this is the most important election of your lifetime. I feel like if Joe Biden gets in, I think it's a game over for the whole world, if I'm being honest with you.
How so?
Well, Joe Biden, he's not really done a lot, has he? Let's be honest.
He's done a lot.
What's he done?
Yeah, the bipartisan infrastructure bill, right, that Trump wanted to get passed and didn't. The $35 cap on insulin and the Inflation Reduction Act, large investments in renewable energy with all of those things. That's like extraordinarily great. The PACT Act specifically that expands like VA healthcare for like veterans exposed to like toxic burn pits, toxic substances like Agent Orange and other things that they would be exposed to. The Chips and Science Act that's going to make increase like manufacturing jobs in the U.S. and is going to make us 20% of global production of chips.
Why has he not done any of this like stuff? Like, this is what I'm saying. You're saying like, I get what you're saying there, but you're saying Joe Biden, not Joe Biden, Trump's a racist, but he said unemployment rates of African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans.
That's not determinant of whether or not he would be racist. One thing, two,
Well, the
that's
thing is, if he is,
determined
he
by
wouldn't be given jobs,
that's
would he?
determined. Listen, that's determined by supply and demand. The president, what do you mean? They're not the one employing. That's one thing. Two, like there was a lower percentage under Biden, right?
I mean, you're saying he's not employing, but it says America gained 7 million new jobs when Donald Trump was in office.
You're not counting throughout his entire administration. He lost jobs if you count COVID.
Yeah, but he had COVID, so obviously you're going to
Oh,
lose
okay.
jobs, aren't you?
Okay. So then, how do you know that he caused these things? In the same way that you say just because these two things are associated doesn't mean that one caused the other. Well, couldn't you say the same thing for these jobs in the first place? How did Donald Trump pass any policy that benefit that? Like how many jobs there were in the country?
Well,
You
it
name
says
one policy?
unemployment rates for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, Native Americans, and veterans, individuals.
There
with
was a lower
We're at a
unemployment
record
rate
low.
under the. You're reading off of the WhiteHouse.gov. There was a lower percentage under the Biden administration in April, right, of 2023.
Yeah, but now like you've got a 4% of unemployment rate in America, so it's higher than when
It's
Trump
lower than 4%.
It says 4%.
And no, under Trump's administration, right, it was higher at plenty of points.
Look, he had
That's totally
COVID.
dependent
It says
upon.
here the US
You understand that
unemployment rate.
COVID is still impacting the economy right now because of things like price instability, right? Obviously, that's going to like create like a response from the Federal Reserve to increase interest rates to decrease aggregate demand. So that's what's expected. Unemployment to go up a few points, given that it's an increased interest rate.
I get what you're saying. What I'm looking at right now, it says US unemployment rate right now. It says 4%, so it's higher than when Trump was in office and he had COVID. So
Wait, so sorry, so no, higher than a certain point. Okay, but so
when
was Trump's.
Before Trump finished, he was 3.5%.
Yeah, every point on Trump's administration was higher than a rate in Biden's administration.
Well,
There
but it
was a
says
lower
here
point.
in January 2023, when Biden was in office, it was 3.4%, and now it's gone up to 4%. So how has it gone up?
Yeah, did you not just hear how I explained that?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. He's not great, mate.
What did I
Like,
just
you know what I mean?
explain? What did I just say?
You're saying stuff about the Federal Reserve and all that stuff. But
Yeah, and interest rates going up obviously are going to decrease aggregate demand and cause unemployment. I just explained it to you. That's to do with the Federal Reserve, not the President of the United States. So in the same way you're like, oh, COVID doesn't relate to the President of the United States. Well, you could say the same thing about interest rates. You could say the same thing about inflation, right? Everything that you would specifically point to in Biden's economy to say that like it's bad or worse than Trump's. So could you name me a single policy that Donald Trump even influenced to get passed?
I couldn't name you a single policy, no, because I'm obviously not from America, but I'm just
Yeah,
reading
that's the
all
point
the
I'm
stuff.
making. So you're just reading talking points from the Republican Party, right? And you're not actually looking for any information.
Well, this
That's
is what
like
I mean.
me
I'm
looking at
trying
your
to
international.
educate you.
Wait,
Joe
that's
Biden
like,
doesn't have that many people at his rallies and all that stuff, and Trump has.
oh my God, that's your argument? People
Well,
at the
listen,
rallies?
I don't feel like that he won that election clean, in my opinion. I feel like the mail-in
Dude,
ballots.
that's
were
like
a
me
bit rigged.
arguing, well, where are the Trump supporter TikTok lives? Appreciate the
You
super
what?
great. Thank you so much. Where are the Trump supporter TikTok lives? How come they can't get enough people in their lives?
They get people in their lives, man.
Oh.
Like I say, I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Wait, why can't they get if they like Donald Trump so much, how come they can't do it? How come they can't do it?
Like I say, man, there's a agenda with the radical left. That's all I believe.
Agenda with the radical. Come on, bro. So now it's just a complete like you're not going to acknowledge the reality then.
Well, there is a reality. Like Trump was great. Like I don't think Joe Biden, like when he was under Obama and all that stuff, didn't really do a lot. And I don't feel like he's done a lot this time either. And I believe he's one of the worst presidents going. Like he's hardly there.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
I do, mate.
Worst presidents,
Like,
dude.
over here,
Dude, you want me to go
when
and
he
talk
was
about
on the
you?
news? He was everywhere on the news about Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that, and then now Joe Biden's in. It's just
Dude,
nothing.
yeah, you're hearing a perspective and you're not actually looking for any evidence.
I mean, when
You know
the
that,
media
right?
attacks
Like that's like
someone
me
that
looking at British politics and being like, "Oh my gosh,
No, we're
the
a big fan of
Conservative
that,
Party, they're doing so wrong." And you ask me, "What policy did they do that was wrong?" I don't know. I have no possible clue. Like what?
Like I'd say as well.
I have
with-
no
with
possible.
the
They're just
borders,
bad.
He's good with the borders as well. That's what I mean. He's very good with the
Come
borders.
on, bro. Yeah,
Because I
dude,
think
what do you
Joe
do for the
Biden
border?
had
You don't
open
know.
borders.
Dude, these are just talking points, bro.
No,
Like,
because
come
Joe
on.
Biden did that.
What did
He's
you
got
hear this
open
on
borders.
Fox News, bro?
I don't watch Fox News, mate.
What did you watch, bro? Where'd you get this information from?
I'll get it off social media.
Yeah, what social? You're on fucking conservative social media.
I'm not on conservative social media at all.
Yeah, you are, bro. Because you
No.
haven't heard any of the other arguments.
Well, listen, like I say, I'm willing to.
These are like the front like of the cover page type arguments. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. It's kind of like that, yeah. But like I say here, you've got loads of stuff that he has done. He's done a lot more, in my opinion, than Joe Biden. I don't believe Joe Biden actually has that many supporters. I believe that it was rigged in 2020, 100%.
Dude, you don't know what you're talking about. Give me one court case that sided with your opinion in the U.S.
One what?
Give me one court case in the U.S. that sided with your opinion there.
I don't have any court cases or anything like that.
You know
That's
what?
not-
I believe the British elections were stolen. They were rigged.
Which one?
Just all of them. You see what I mean?
No, because the mail-in ballot, apparently, like, there was dead people voting and all that stuff.
Oh my
like-
God, bro. It's like he hears, dude, you literally just hear every conservative talking point and nothing else, bro. It's actually crazy.
Well,
Dude,
is
dead people,
that not true?
listen. Dead people vote in every election. Okay, there were less dead people proportionally that voted in this election compared to prior elections. What was the other
Yeah,
claim you
because
made?
it's mail-in ballot, so you don't have a
No,
mail-in
mail-in
ballot.
ballots have a historically low fraud rate. You want to know who voted mail-in?
Wow, no, it doesn't.
Yes, they do. You want to know who voted mail-in?
Go for it.
Donald Trump. We've been using mail-in
No, he
ballots
didn't
for
want mail-in
decades.
ballot. He didn't want mail-in
You
ballots.
know, we've been
he said.
using mail-in. He used a mail-in ballot himself.
Yeah, but he didn't want the mail-in ballots because obviously
What? Because he wants
videos and all
because he
that
wanted to
stuff.
act like it
Apparently
was
there
fake,
trucks
bro.
dropping off,
He wanted to act like it's fake, and he has
5,000
such a
Joe Biden
fucking
votes.
crazy disinformation campaign that even fucking people in Britain are fighting for this guy. You're literally defending conservative conspiracy election conspiracy, and you fucking live in Britain, bro.
Yeah, of course, because what you guys do, we follow, mate. That's the problem. So I do believe that he has to win. That's the problem with us.
He
We
has to
follow
win.
Exactly what you lot do.
We have to do nothing for climate change. Cause nothing. I want us to die.
I mean, climate change.
I
is a
want
whole other box of
there to be
frogs in
less
itself.
stuff. What are you talking about, mate?
I don't sound like that, though. But no, like climate change is a whole nother box of frogs, I believe. Like, I think that's a load of, you know what I mean, baloney. But
No,
that's
it's
another
not,
story.
dude. 97% of climate scientists, right, agree, right, that climate change is caused by humans. 97%.
Yeah, of course it's caused by humans, but you get like Taylor Swift taking a 10-minute jet and all that stuff, and she's a climate change
And do
activist.
you think
know what I'm saying?
progressives
Like,
are
they don't
advocating for
practice
that?
what they preach, mate.
Dude, what do you mean? Oh, you're taking Taylor Swift and generalizing everyone in
I'm
the
saying
U.S.
You're talking
based on
about
Taylor
climate
Swift?
change. I'm saying that she's a climate change activist, right? And then she
I
takes
never made a
10-minute
claim about Taylor Swift being a climate change activist.
I'm not saying you did. I'm saying that she is one, and then she goes and takes a 10-minute jet from LA to thingamajiggy, and she's using more carbon.
Yeah, that would be
footprint in that 10
hypocritical.
minutes. Huh?
That would be hypocritical.
That's what she does. That's what I mean. These people who say
Cool.
about
Wow.
climate change.
Wow, dude. You gave me one person on the left being hypocritical. Thank you so
I
much.
don't know if she's on the
Taylor,
left, that's what I mean.
Taylor is supposedly a climate activist. This guy. I never have heard
Yeah,
that.
she got a bloody plane sprayed with Just Stop Oil. I think that's a load of bullshit as well. But you know what I mean, like the Just Stop Oil stuff.
Wait, so do you just like deny science?
I mean, I believe science to a certain extent.
To a
Like,
certain extent. So at what point do you know more than the PhDs?
I mean, I don't know. Who
Just
these
tell me at
people
what
are.
point do
I
you
don't
know
who
more?
these
Please
people
let
are,
me
that's
know.
what I
I'd love to
mean.
hear it.
Say again.
At what point do you think you know more than the PhDs? Please tell me.
I don't think I do know more than the PhDs, but what I'm saying is I don't
You do?
trust these people. I said I don't think I know more than the PhDs.
Okay, so then why the hell are you fucking believing in nonsense that climate change is BS? Saying that.
Because all of these people who say that they are climate change activists and all that stuff actually do
Who
more
gives a
damage
fuck
to
about the
environment.
climate change activists? Look at the climate scientists. Oh, you got civic and election integrity. Look, they're even going for the Brits, engaging in election misinformation. Look at that. All right, let's go to the next person. I still don't know what's going on with the algorithm, everyone. TikTok's like crazy as fuck today. I got a civic and election integrity flag, chat.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? How old are you?
26.
Yeah, are you voting for Trump?
I don't know exactly who I'm voting for quite yet. But
Okay.
if you're looking for Trump voters.
Say that one more time.
Are you looking for just Trump voters or
Yeah,
someone?
are you not voting Trump? Sorry, say that one more time.
I'm in the middle. I don't know yet.
Okay, you should just watch in. I am specifically just looking for Trump supporters, but I appreciate you, man.
All right.
Oh, all right. Seriously, just listen and trust me. You'll be convinced. I got you, man. All right, let's get to the next person. Everyone, please, everyone, only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello? Chat, I don't think a restart's gonna work. Dean restarted and has like 290 people in there. Okay, I'm taking a gamble here to say that it's not gonna just help send out. I think today's just fucked, chat. Today might not be a day to go live. Actually, might be a day just to, like, make a video or something. Yo, what's up? How old are you? All right. This Adam person, send a guest request. Adam.pars. Please send a guest request. Are you in the guest box? Adam, please send a request, bro. I'd love to talk to you. Love to talk to you real quick. Please send the request right now. Come on. Send it in, please. Please stay. Yeah, I mean, I want to stay on live, everyone. Is he seriously gonna run away? You're like Parker's fan base is 93% blue hair with pronouns in the bio. All right, I say send a guest request, and now you're gonna be like fucking scared, bro. Send a request. You have enough followers. Get in the guest box right now. What are you doing? How unbelievably scared are you? Are you literally sitting in the comment section right now? Absolutely scared, bro. He's like, they're all blue hair. They're all blue hair. You know what? I would dye my hair blue just because of you. Just because of you, bro. Holy shit. He's not even in the guest box. Bro's so terrified in the comment section. He's absolutely terrified.
Hello.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 31.
Yeah, are you going to be voting for Trump?
Absolutely.
Oh, why so?
I'm gonna be voting for Trump because he's gonna fuck me in my ass. He's gonna fuck me in my ass. He's gonna fuck me to the.
You know, Adam, are you really that scared, bro? Like, this is actually fucking crazy, Adam. Please send that guest request. It's Blue Lives Matter until they're liberal. You know what I mean? It's what happened to caring about blue hair. You know, that's what they say all the time, right? Dude, it's back the blue until they're libs. I'm not prepared, so why is it a debate? Adam, you literally just came in the comment section trying to clown on people, and now you're scared and not prepared? Are you kidding me? Of course you're unprepared. Why are you coming and saying shit like that if you're so scared to send a request, bro? That's actually comical, Adam. You literally are such an L, bro. That's so funny, dude. 93% of you want blue hair. Oh my god. Dude, use that as like an insult, bro. That's actually hilarious. Oh my god, bro. Can we get a W blue hair in the comment section? Like, if someone wants to have the hair blue, why do people care whether or not their hair is blue? Like, I don't get it. It's like, bro, what? Dude. Oh my god. Yo, what's up, Hal team?
Hello.
Yeah, are you voting for Trump?
Absolutely.
Why so?
Because he's gonna hold the Constitution.
What's your birth year, by the way?
1991.
How old you are not born in 1991. Really effective. We've got like Dean guests right now. You know what I mean? Like, these are the guests that typically go to Dean. What did I do, chat? Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yeah, my name's Alex. I'm 35, 88,
Are you
11,
voting for
11. No, but I would like to. I would like to thank you
Appreciate
for
you,
what
Alex.
you do. And yeah, my dad's a veteran.
Hey, thank you so much.
Vietnam, 173rd Airborne.
Nice.
Oh, my birthday's on Veterans Day.
Oh, that's cool for you. Well, Alex, I appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much. It was good seeing you.
You too.
All right, let's go into the next person, everyone. Please only send a guest request. You will be voting for Trump in 2024. We're going to try to get someone up here who does disagree right now. We have like only followers in this live, so I do think that TikTok is acting weird today. Apparently, it was happening to everyone. And it looks like it was happening to Adam Cray as well.
All right, I'm here. You there, Buck?
Yeah.
I'm 51. My birthday is July 3rd, 73. Can you do the math that fast? Or,
No, we're good.
if you run out of fingers, use your toes.
Yeah, for real. Are you going to be voting for Trump?
Oh, yeah, definitely going to be voting for Trump. If we're alive, I mean, World War III might be started before then. But, hopefully we'll still be alive.
What
If Biden has his way, we'll definitely be, fucking dead.
What makes you think that we're going to be in World War III?
Did you watch the news out of Russia today?
What specifically happened with Russia that would have started World War?
The army
War III?
bases in Stav, I can't even pronounce it, but it's the city in Crimea where Russia has most of their military bases. Ukraine fired off 2 U.S. missiles into their bases and killed a bunch of people. And now Putin's pissed. He says somebody's got to pay for it. He's holding us responsible. I mean, it's not a good situation, Parker. Maybe you ought to watch the news and you can learn some of this before you go on your lives.
Okay, so
The problem is our press won't cover it.
Frank, they say all the time that they blame the U.S. for stuff, right? All the time. Didn't they do that with the pipeline? Right, and everyone thought, oh, we're going to World War III, right? This is all fear mongering from the media. Okay, don't believe the fear mongering of the
This is
media
different.
over and
No,
over
no,
and
no,
over
no,
again.
this is a
They
little
do this.
different.
They do this. They've been doing this for decades, bro.
Parker, this is a little different. They
What
actually
do you
have
mean
proof
this
that
is different?
U.S.
That's what's said
weapons were
every
used.
time.
Wait a minute, U.S. weapons were used against Russian forces. This is
Yeah.
a different story. This
Okay.
isn't like anything else that happened.
How
mean,
is
we've
how is
never-
it that different? Like, we've been engaging in proxy wars with Russia for how long, and now this is like, there was some U.S. involvement. Well, of course.
Before this one, it was always a thing where the weapons that were used against the Russians weren't U.S. weapons, because that's how you start World War III. But now that doesn't matter anymore. They've given the Ukrainians not defensive weapons, offensive weapons that they can use on Russia.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
the problem. That's the problem. They're not defending themselves from Russian invasion. Now they're going to be using weapons to invade Russia. It's a big.
No, not invade Russia. Take back their land. What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean invading Russia, bro? You mean
Crimea
going
is
into the
already
part of
Russian.
Ukraine that Russia stole from them?
No, the Crimea is already Russian.
Oh, come on, bro. No,
It's
dude.
Russian.
Okay, no, dude. Okay, so you just think that anyone who goes in.
97% of the population speaks
Oh,
Russian.
come on, dude. Okay, come on. Just because a region claims to annex it, right? You think in 10 years, you're like, oh, now it's Russian, man. Now it's Russian. It was
Well, no,
literally
it's
annexed a
been longer
decade
than
ago,
that.
bro.
It's been 14
I was
years
alive, dude. I was literally alive. This was 10 years ago, bro.
No, it was
What are you
14
talking
years
about?
ago. It was
No.
14 years ago.
No, it wasn't.
After
2014.
2010.
No, 2014.
Yes, it did. It happened
No, it happened
2010.
2014.
No, it didn't.
You want to?
No, it didn't.
Are you serious, Frank? Look it
Yeah, I'll
up.
bet you $1,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
You would actually you want to lose $1,000?
I am. You want to know how serious I am? I remember in 2012, it was the election between Romney and Obama. All right? Obama and when they went in and raided Crimea, right? And took it over, we imposed a bunch of sanctions against them, took all their money, all that other crap. All right?
Frank, here's what it is. Okay, so the annexation of the Crimea, the Crimean crisis, went from February 20th, 2014 to March 21st, 2014.
When did they go inside and invade the Crimea?
This was annex. It was an annexation. It was 2014.
They were already there before 2014.
So you want to Venmo Cash App in the bio?
I Venmo Cash Apping you a goddamn time.
You said I'll bet you $1,000, and now you won't. Literally, dude. Wikipedia says 2014. The Europa.eu says 2014. Dude, and this is actually unbelievable. You got Imperial War Museums saying that it was 2014. CNN saying 2014. Brookings.edu saying 2014.
Okay, so it's still 10 years ago. What's the difference?
Come on, you said 2010 and you bet $1,000.
What is the difference? 2014, 2010. What's the difference?
Dude, I just was acknowledging it, and then you made a big difference out of it. You said you want
Okay,
to bet
so
$1,000.
Okay, you were right. You were right, Parker. It was 2014.
Yeah,
What is the difference?
You made the bet. That's the difference.
Yeah, you squeeze my balls, see if you get the money.
Oh, you see it. You see how like you're a fraudster, just like Trump, right? Literally, you're like so confident. You're so fucking confident. You were like, I bet you $1,000, and you lost, and now you're like, oh, I'm not gonna pay it, bro. Not paying it. Not paying it. Defense fund, please, right here. Help my legal defense by buying the book, buying the Bible, Trump Bible.
I ain't gonna look it up on Google, but trust me,
Dude,
that shit was going on. That shit was going on with the Ukraine and Russia since 2010.
okay. So, dude, Frank, are you gonna pay up, bro?
No, I'm not gonna
Oh,
pay
what's
it
that
back.
$1,000? No, you're not. You're not.
All right, can we go to something else that you might be wrong on?
If you pay me.
No, I ain't paying you.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, have a
you
great
ain't.
day. Have a great day, Frank. All right. Let's go to the next person. Everyone, only send a guest request. You will vote for Trump in 2024, y'all. Like, look at that, dude. That's actually so funny, bro. He was so confident, Chad. He was so confident. I actually can't get over that. That was so funny. The sure is fire. My girlfriend, or not my girl, what's it called? I got this was like thrifted like a while ago.
Hello?
You're a fetus.
What?
I'm getting fetus vibes. Yeah, it's 95%, 97% blue hair, you know, vibes, you know, right? I'm just kidding. Yo, what's up? How old are you? I was like,
I'm 24. I'm 24.
Yeah, are you voting for Trump?
I don't know who I'm going to be voting for, but I got one question to ask you. All right, I got one question, if you don't mind me asking.
Go ahead.
All right. Have you ever heard of the song "$1 Million Baby"?
Mm-hmm.
All right, because I want to make you my $1 million baby.
Okay, that's why I don't accept questions anymore, chat. That's why we don't accept questions. What's up, how old are you? Okay, I'm gonna cry, everyone. I'm gonna cry. We're gonna get this next person up here. Chat, TikTok hates us today. Yo, thank you for the hand heart. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Give me a second. Let me turn my TV off. Make noise. There we go. What's up, man?
Yeah, what's up? Are you gonna be voting for Trump?
Quite possibly. I voted for him the first time, but not for the reasons you think.
Okay, so why are you gonna be voting Trump?
Possibly. Honestly, because I just want this country to burn at this point. And that's how I felt the first.
Okay, so there's no point of having a conversation with you. You're just a psychopath. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Did I make it through?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Jeff. I'm 27.
Yeah, are you voting Trump?
I would like to think so, but I kind of got a spin on the whole thing, if you're willing to hear it. I'm not going to ask no dumb questions, nothing like that.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a deep thinker, and I research into, like, stuff way too deep. I think it's all
Are you driving, man?
It's on Bluetooth.
I still can't. It's TikTok. TikTok TOS. I do apologize. Someone said update the app. I don't know if updating the app will work. I'm going to have Dean test it for me. Did you update? That was kind of a vibe, chat. Funny guy. Hey, what's up? How old are you? This is why I don't like that they added the whole like people with 0 followers can send a guest request. Don't like that. We're just gonna get like the 13-year-old Call of Duty kids. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay. Like the 13-year-old Call of Duty kids with the Xbox mics. Turtle Beaches. Literally, bro. It's like, where are your parents? Restart? I don't know. Dean restarted and it didn't work. So I just don't want to fuck everything up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have him test, the whole update thing. Cause it's really fucking crazy today. Like this never happens, chat. Never happens at all. It's definitely 100% following for sure. Yeah, Dean, read my text, bro. Oh my. Someone go into Dean's chat and tell him to read my text. Adam created an issue with the live sending out too. Yeah, people were saying that in the chat, so I know it's not me. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
19.
Are you voting for Trump?
Wait. No, I'm 20. I just turned 20. What's up?
What's your birth year?
4/10/2004.
Well, you didn't just turn that. That's been a few months, bro.
Yeah, whatever. What's up, bro?
What?
Yeah, dude only got the followers on here, man. No, I'm 20, bro. I'm 20, I swear. No, don't. You only got like 5 people requesting. I'm of age, bro.
Okay, I'm just making sure. You did notice that one. It's very true. It's very true. Now, are you voting for Trump?
All right, so my grandma's voting for Trump, but like, bro, she's like low-key kind of dumb. You feel me?
You're not voting Trump?
No, I watch your lives all the time, bro.
Hey, smart man, smart man. Smart man. Look at him. Doing great. It does seem like there's some people on TikTok though that are sending out chat. So it very well could just be I need to hit an update. So should I do that, everyone? Update and restart and tell me how it goes. Yo, what's up, Haldy?
Hey, tell me, why would you not vote Trump?
Yeah, are you voting Trump?
Yeah,
Why so?
the country needs inspiration.
The
You don't
needs
agree?
inspiration. Okay, so what does that mean?
Well, everywhere you look, there's doom and gloom, I guess you could say. He offers hope, I guess.
Okay. Are you from the US?
No.
Okay. All right. Am I like only sending out to people in Europe? I swear I've had like fucking four European or I think Aussie there guests, right? Should I just update the app, everyone? I feel like I'm only sending out to people outside of the US. It's like this is preparing for the TikTok ban. And it's like not sending out to people in the US. Like, fuck, dude. All right, should we? I mean, chat. I mean, I think every single one of y'all will come back. So like, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. But yeah, I mean, we'll be fine. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna do a little update. Love y'all so much. Okay, Chad, there was no update, but hopefully we can get some push on this one. TikTok is just fucking weird. What's going on, bro? Chat, what the hell? Did y'all get a notification? Or did y'all just like join in? It does seem like a little bit better this time. Tap that screen, share the live, everyone. Do give it a second here, everyone. We're gonna start getting people up here. Hopefully we can get some debates going. TikTok is acting really weird. There was no update for me to get everyone. I don't know why people were telling me to go do an update. There was no update. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I don't know. Jojo, thank you for the 3-month subscription. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Had to search your name to find you live. Interesting. I got an update. Huh. That's so weird, chat. I don't know. Android had an update. Okay, that makes sense. So I did a live restart. Hopefully it will work this time, but I don't know. Maybe it's just people who are joining in who are already in here. Kind of scared that's it, but whatever. I don't know. It's a little confusing. We'll try to push through this, everyone. Maybe we'll try one more restart and see how it goes. It could be account. Like I might try a different account, if anything. It seems all US lives except for HVAC. HVAC is live right now and he's getting push. He has 1.1, which is more than typical. That's why I can't explain that. But hopefully we can get some people in here. Do tap that screen, do share the live, didn't get a notification either. Okay, yeah, notifications are definitely acting weird. Why isn't it sending out? I don't know. The same thing was happening to Dean, so I know it's not a me issue. It obviously isn't, so. Yeah, we'll see. We'll try to get people up here though. Do give it a minute. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. If you are MAGA, type in the comment section right now. If you're in the guest box. To give it a minute, James Wilson, you are not in the guest box. I don't see you. All right. We'll accept this. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I love your live streams. Biden 2024. Biden 2024.
Oh, I forgot. You're so funny. Only send a guest request if you do disagree, y'all. If you do want to vote for Trump. Tried searching you and it can't find you. Yeah, TikTok is being really weird. Parker, my kids love watching you live. Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun. Yeah, W them getting involved. Yeah, TikTok is not. If this live doesn't work, try using your other account. I probably will. I'm gonna hit another. I'll try one more restart maximum. But like even for the level of following, like it just doesn't make sense for it to be only sending out this. I definitely know now it's like I don't know. I'd pay to see my dad debate Parker. That'd be based. Yeah, chat, I don't know what to do. Should I just hit another restart? Because I can't explain why HVAC's live is sending out if it's like a whole wide sort of thing. Didn't get a notification. We can try one more here and then a different account maybe. Could just be account related. I don't know what to do, chat. I really don't. What should I do? Lots of people have been struggling today. TikTok glitching, bro. Yeah, I know. It's really unfortunate. Restart. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, we're gonna hit one more restart. If anything, we'll go back to my other account. What do y'all think about that? It's going up barely. I think that's just people coming in. Or should we wait a second, y'all? What are the thoughts? A lot of people are saying wait. Okay. All right. All right, here. Sorry, everyone, quiet. I'm just like really confused what's going on. We'll try to get someone up here, I guess, for a second. A lot of people are saying restart.
Read the Bible, 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 read the Bible.
Actual fetus, dude. Matt, do you want to join up for a second real quick? I think I haven't. Should I check Discord? Let me see if this will do something. Maybe we just need to add a guest or something. What do you think? What do you think's going on?
Oh, I have no idea. I just joined like 5 minutes ago, so I don't know what's happening. Is it not sending out?
Not at all. No, it's same thing happened to Dean. It's like being like really weird. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that is odd. Did you get bananaed or anything?
No.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I know. It's really interesting. And like they said the same thing was happening to Adam Cray earlier. But the one thing that I see is that it's not happening to HVAC. So it doesn't seem like it's a overall.
Try because it's stuck at 640, 600-ish. Try your other account and just see if that sends out. Like see, and if it doesn't, then you'll know that that something is going on with the algorithm, and like it's affecting like not just you but everybody else. So I would say that try your other account, and if it sends out, then it's this account. If it doesn't send out, then it's like a TikTok issue. Like it's an issue like just system wide.
Yeah, I guess. Should I try one more restart on this account? Because I know that like after 2 restarts, it kind of fixes. Or should I?
I mean, if it
Should I
does,
just go to the other
if it
account?
doesn't, and if it doesn't send out, then try on your backup and see if it does send out. If it doesn't send out, then I would say that it's not you; it's a TikTok issue. Like there's something wrong with TikTok.
Yeah, but dude, fucking HVAC's at 1.4 right now, dude.
Well, yeah, but maybe it's just affecting like 98% of people, and he happened to be the 2%. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna do one more restart on this account.
I can think of.
And then we'll see. I guess I'll do that.
Okay, all right. So like a
All right,
plan.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, bye.
One more restart on this account, and then if it doesn't work, we'll go check a different account. It very well could just be this. Yeah, I'll be right back, everyone.
Absolutely trash. And the biggest line in the sand for me has been Gaza.
So here's my point: is vote right to make the country seem more right wing? Because if you want to tell them that you're voting against their vote third party, vote for Jill Stein, right? Like it would be absolutely and utterly incoherent for you to vote for Trump, who's ultimately completely against your interests.
And I agree. Like it is
That puts something into the system to that the country is further right than it actually is.
That's absolutely where we need to be. Like I agree that Jill Stein would probably be the better candidate, but the Democrats.
Well, she has no chance.
The voters.
Okay, but like if you want to tell politicians that you want them to,
are you talking or am I talking?
I'll just kick you from the stream. I just explained something you didn't listen.
I mean, like you're getting a rebuttal from me, but you're interrupting me while I'm speaking.
No, because you didn't actually respond to what I just said.
I'm getting to it, but you interrupted me.
My bad.
All right, cool. So voting for Jill Stein is ideally, I would rather have Jill Stein in office than Donald Trump. But my overall point is just like we had that major push against Trump in 2020 is where we need to be again. Like just a whole another revolt.
Yeah. So honestly, like instead of like actually getting them to vote for like left-wing candidates, by voting for Trump, you're actually making it seem like the country is right-wing. Appreciate that, Mustache. Thank you so much. So how is voting for Trump actually going to make conditions better? If you want conditions better for Gaza, right? Well, why would you vote for a president that is going to be 10 times better for Israel? That's what he claims.
Okay. This is past whether it's good for Gaza. This is a matter of...
It's a matter of just baby raging? Is that what it is?
Baby raging? What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So what is it based on? What value are you basing voting this on?
I just explained. I mean, I just said it. It's the matter of within the Democratic Party, the Democratic voters themselves need to fucking wake up. Nobody cares. Like, dude, nobody.
Then get people to care through more effective mechanisms than by making their quality of life worse. That's your own view. That's terrible.
That sounds like that's the consequence. That's the consequence of.
Think of the $1.11.
Huh?
No. So again, you just saying, okay, so would you vote in like the worst person possible to be able to cause this? Like this just seems like an argument that you could extrapolate into voting, like because you're mad at the voter base, right, for being conspiracy oriented, that you're gonna then vote for the worst possible candidate. Like what? That just doesn't make any sense.
What does it matter, Jill Stein or Donald Trump? First of all, I'm in Texas, so my vote doesn't matter as far as
Texas is turning blue.
It's not because it's not.
Yeah, it is. I'm talking
Okay.
long term, right?
It's
the voter
not.
base is turning blue.
It's not. It's just not because you could check. I'm in Houston. You could check the numbers. Like Democrats do not show up for to vote like they should be, and Houston being a major Democratic city.
Houston, Austin, like all the big cities expanding and becoming more blue is absolutely turning the tides of the state, right? That's absolutely a thing that's going on. The demographic changes in Texas as well, right?
Again,
There are plenty of reasons.
again, just because the demographic is changing doesn't mean that they're actually showing out to vote.
Again, I'm just saying based upon the probabilistic likelihood of given this particular set of a population that would vote, that's just what's naturally occurring in Texas. I'm just telling you the trend that's going on.
Yeah, and that's all well and good.
Okay, and I want people to come out and vote, but you can get people to go out and by vote and by bringing attention to these issues, not by saying I'm gonna baby rage and vote for Donald Trump, right? Because I want people to suffer so that they can then care about it because they suffered. Like that's such a terrible way and a not truly effective way to get people to care about an issue.
It seems that people only care whenever their rights are being taken away.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean that's how it should be. We have to incentivize change socially, right? And look at the root causes as to why people don't care in that context. Not just say, oh, this is the only way that they're ever going to act. Well, then you just did everything everyone else did. And when did that work?
So I'm going a quick tangent. As far as Gaza, just the way that I see things, you'll hear about everyone raging and going against celebrities because they're not speaking out and they're not doing anything. They're not using their platform. But in my head, I'm thinking, why is it that you need a celebrity to tell you how to tap into your own humanity? Why aren't you doing that on your
No,
own?
it's just they do that as well. Like you can do both. You can tell people to do that and also do this yourself, right? Those are not mutually exclusive.
I'm going to continue with my point. Why is it?
And you're just fucking insane. You just don't respond to any of my points. Like you literally clearly could have responded to my point there, and instead you just want to act like that.
I'm not finished speaking. I just said that I wanted
Okay,
to.
I honestly don't give a
You
fuck.
can kick
Respond
me
to my
off
point.
if you want.
I will.
Go
I will.
kick me off.
I will.
Do
But
it.
like
Do it now.
you're just being
Because
ridiculous.
this is the way you do. You interrupt people as they're in the middle of midpoint, and you say that they're
Okay,
not
tough
responding.
shit. Thank you for the hand art. Thank you. Tough shit.
There you go.
Life sucks.
Then
Life
don't call this
sucks.
a debate.
Respond to
Don't
the
call it a
point.
debate. Yeah, no, fuck you. Don't call it a debate.
Okay.
If you want
It
to do
is a
that way,
debate.
then it's
I'm
fucking
I'm
that
giving
way.
you a point that you can respond to. I let you speak very extensively. If I cut you off one time, I apologize. My bad. Now fucking respond to the points. Don't just sit there and baby rage like a little kid.
I'm
You're
gonna
acting like a
finish my
child right
point.
now.
If you don't want to continue and let me finish my point, then kick me off now.
I did, but you literally were able to finish a full thought. You
I
absolutely were.
wasn't finished.
Oh my god, dude.
So what do you want to do? Let me finish my thought or kick me off. Those are the two options.
I will if you keep acting like a fucking child. Now say your damn point, bro.
All right.
Stop
So
wasting
like I
my
was
damn
saying,
time.
like I was saying, right. So you don't need a celebrity to tap into your own humanity. And with all that said, goes the same thing with these politicians. Like nobody.
No one cares. All right, let's go on to the next person, everyone. Yo, what's up, Haldium?
Hi, Sasha.
It's not very long.
Oh,
How old are
hi.
you?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, what's up? Are you voting for Trump?
Oh, shoot. Sorry, man. I didn't.
Oh, sorry. Well, I accidentally did that. Yeah, they call me a communist for kicking someone off. You have no clue what communism is, please. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yeah, hello.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Yeah, are you voting for Trump?
I'm voting for Donald Trump, yes.
Why?
With all my heart.
Why?
You know, we have to get rid of the Muslim terrorists in the country. And
wait, say that again?
We have a lot of problems with Russia.
What did you just say?
We have problem with Muslims in the state. They are terrorists.
No, Muslims are not. Like, what? What is going on, bro? What? God, dude, what the fuck am I going through today, dude? It's like actually the craziest shit, bro. It's like when the live just is fucked, like it incentivizes like the craziest fucking people. Is Ian coming to hang out?
How we doing, Parker?
What the fuck is going on?
No clue, dude. Shitty day, shitty day. How we doing, everyone?
I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, this is a really weird glitch. You know, but it is the case that both you as well as myself are being limited. So it makes it less likely that you individually have just fallen off and I individually.
Yeah, that doesn't happen
have
in one day.
fallen off.
It's yeah, like bro, I don't know if I should try a different account. Did a different account like work different for you?
No, I still got an 80% following on my fourth account. I tried
So
that
it was
out.
80% on each live.
Yeah, like 80, 85.
I had
87
95
at
on the
highest.
second one. Yeah, everyone says it's happened to everyone, but HVAC being at 1.4 is not common. So I don't understand. HVAC is more people in their life right now than we do.
Dang.
Yo, what's up, Howdy?
Hey, Parker.
Oh, it's this guy again. Are you
Again, this
you don't
guy
even,
again. I don't identify as a guy. Sorry.
Oh, I apologize.
You
I
literally
apologize.
just came up onto my live and
Thank
you
you.
said you called yourself a man.
And
Well,
also your
I
name
don't
is
think so.
Son of Scotland. And
Well,
you've been on my
son
live
doesn't mean.
before.
Does that generalize me as a man or a woman?
If your name is Son of Scotland, I would assume.
Well,
Yeah,
son,
like, so
what
so
does
yeah,
son
yes,
mean
the
these days?
phrases like son and daughter are gendered in the same way man and woman are gendered.
Well, gender is non-specific, isn't that right these days?
What?
He's obviously just making he's trying to make a mockery out of
Yeah,
what he
Panda, I
believes to be
appreciate
the
this
monolithic-
20 month
How dare you
subscription.
call me a
Yeah.
mockery? I'm not a
Panda.
mockery. I'm non-binary.
Non-binary? What? You did literally, dude. He's trolling, bro. I've literally talked to him so many times.
Yeah, he's trying to be funny, but you know, we all just went ugh.
He was like anti-Parker for like years. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello? All right. What is going on today?
Dude, I had some crazy people in my life.
I know. I'm gonna cry, bro. I'm gonna cry.
We have surpassed.
Scoop, thank you for the $1.
We have surpassed
up, bud?
HVAC.
Not a normal day. Someone who debates border normally gets 200 to 400. Has 1.2 right now. Damn. What's going on? Yo, what's up? How old are you?
What's up, bud? I am 30 years old.
Yeah, are you voting for Trump?
Yeah.
Why so?
So it's been a little bit difficult. I've been, you know, I mean, I was leaning more like heavy towards Trump. We talked one night about a month ago. Y'all really helped me figure out a couple things. We talked about, you know, policies that Trump passed that I felt that helped America. We talked about the TPP that he passed. The what was it?
What's the TPP?
What is it? The Trans-Pacific Pact.
You have this conversation with me?
Yeah, I believe it was with you and Harry.
You probably were talking to Harry about that, because
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember that conversation at all.
Yeah, like I said, it was probably like 2 months ago. I don't blame you. You're on here every night dealing with these lunatics that don't know what they're talking about.
Wait, the TPP never got signed into law.
It never got signed into law?
Yeah, but it wasn't ratified as a result of significant domestic political opposition.
I see you.
Okay, see now, from the research that I had done, it was saying how
And then Trump actually like withdrew the United States from the TPP in January.
That's what I was saying, because that's one because one of the things that you guys always ask is what's a policy that Trump has passed that you agree with, that you feel has benefited America. I had brought up how I felt that pulling out of the TPP that Trump did benefited America.
Oh well, no. So about the TPP. So it was signed in 2016, February of 2016. Okay, and then it was not ratified until it was never ratified. Okay, so but then when Donald Trump got into office in January of 2017, he withdrew from it. But this didn't change anything because it was never ratified in the first place.
Okay. See, and it's crazy because I had a debate about this with a couple other, not you guys. It was a group of MAGAs, super MAGAs. Sorry, I don't align with super MAGA fucking cultist people like that. But we were discussing how the TPP brought tariffs and how it benefited the middle class. Can you guys elaborate on that a little bit? How exactly tariffs benefit the middle class? Because I feel from the research that I've done, tariffs do not benefit the middle class.
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna say that. Yeah, they're fucking deluded, like actually deluded. They'll believe anything Trump says. Tariffs. Actually, I'm more of like a free trade type individual. Like obviously there could be some restrictions on trade and whatnot, but like I'm generally like as free as we can do it for those types of things because it's all put on the consumer, right? It reduces the value that the consumer gets because it imposes like higher costs of goods for that particular good or service, and then also for the American particular goods that would then be produced, it increases demand for those, which increases the price for those as well. So it's just like it increases costs of goods across the whole economy, and then subsequently they also do it onto us, which then also decreases how much American companies can make by selling their goods to those countries, and decreases demand for their goods globally, which then decreases the prices that they can then charge. So there's a whole slew of things that, like, especially excessive tariffs can do to an economy.
Yeah, but like I actually think that it was like really bad for Trump to pull out of the TPP because this like contained measures to lower both non-tariff and tariff barriers to trade. And you know, like we have like the Peterson Institute for International Economics and the World Bank in the Office of the Chief Economics at the Global Affairs in Canada that stated that the final agreement, if ratified, would have led to a net positive economic outcome for all signatories. So essentially what happened in 2016 is, you know, we had this deal that we wanted the TPP to be signed into law with these 11 other countries. It didn't get ratified because of opposition. Trump came in, pulled out of it. But then in 2018, the other 11 countries came back together, you know, came to an agreement, it got ratified, and, you know, the TPP still stands today. But Trump pulled out of it because he's pro-tariff and TPP was anti-tariff. So he actually did something wrong or like bad here.
Now, would it be too far to say that Trump's hand in pulling out of the TPP has partial of an effect on why we are seeing these increases on everything, basically, like on the economy, on the cost of goods, on food, groceries, all of that stuff?
Are tariffs like showing that like the tariffs that you would advocate for in the future would exacerbate the problem like a lot? I don't know if I wouldn't say that the tariffs are fully responsible for like, you know, all the inflation. I would not say that, no.
Maybe like some amount, but I don't
like,
think
yeah,
that
there's gonna be
could,
some
like,
pressure,
say-
but yeah, saying it would be all is like a huge jump to make. That I don't think is
No.
justifiable.
I'm not saying all by any means,
Yeah.
not all. But
or
yeah,
even to
just
say
with
most,
this
like
right hand.
like we'd probably lack explanatory power if we were to say it was most, because then we couldn't explain why like it happened other places around the world that didn't adopt those same tariffs.
Yeah, like
Okay.
exiting a partnership that aimed at reducing like tariffs, it wasn't good for the economy. It was probably bad, but we just wouldn't be able to say how bad.
Yeah. See, and I know that Trump also pulled out of other trade deals. It wasn't just the Trans-Pacific. He pulled out of something too that had to do with like China, I believe, with our trade with China. I can't remember the exact
trade war
again.
that would relate to tariffs and stuff.
Yeah.
But like that negatively impacted American consumers and businesses. We had to like help out a bunch of like farmers and stuff because their goods became less desirable in the global markets because of it.
Okay, cool. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate y'all for your time. That was really all I wanted to ask. Of
course.
Again, I
Yeah.
don't align with those super mega cultists.
One last thing.
I live in a really red state, so
One last thing here, Quality. So Trump actually realized that pulling out of the TPP was bad for America, and so in April of 18 he said that they may rejoin it, but then he just never fucking did. And anyways, yeah. Have a
Of
good
course,
one,
because
man.
I mean
just
that's
wanna
what
let you
Trump
know.
does. You know, he says he's going to do one thing and he never follows through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right on, you guys. Well, y'all enjoy your night, Parker. I hope you start feeling better, recover from that Rona. And
Appreciate it.
yeah, appreciate y'all's live. Enjoy them every time.
All right, appreciate it. All right, let's get the next person up here, everyone. I hate when TikTok doesn't give us algorithm. It just annoys me.
Yeah, hopefully I'm helping out. I could try to join on my main. Let me know if I'm not helping. And I'll
No,
leave.
you're fine. I mean, we're at 1.5. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, where is Harry been?
Yo, so real.
Hey,
I haven't seen him in a while.
They literally joined as soon as I kicked them. He hasn't been live the past few days, I feel like.
I'm gonna see if he's been posting.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello?
Yeah, are you voting for Trump?
Absolutely.
Harry got a girlfriend? No way. Yeah, are you voting for Trump? Or sorry, you said that.
Yes.
Yeah. Why
I
so?
will.
Sorry, I
I will be
apologize.
voting for Trump because he's dealing with the immigration policy.
Yeah, what immigration policy do you like of Trump's?
Those illegal migrants immediately being deported.
So, I mean, you understand that there's deportations under both Trump and Biden's administration. Actually, the border executive order that specifically was dropped by Biden. I can show you an article right here specifically that it has drastically it's led to a drastic plummet of border crossings. Do you want to see that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, it's loading. This is the title.
Sorry, it's just blurring out.
Yeah, guess how much border crossing numbers plummeted after Biden put in a new policy? It's from Politico.
Could you give me some stats?
Yeah, daily crossings have fallen below 2,400. That's the lowest level since January 17th, 2021.
Well, who built the wall?
The wall? The wall was barely built. How much of the wall was built?
I'm not sure as of 2024.
How much of the wall was built under Trump's administration?
I believe around 20% of it.
Yeah, is that a lot of the wall?
Well, it's not the greatest amount, but it's something.
Okay. Well, so he had 4 years, and he how much he only built 20%.
Right.
If we take your numbers, so how many more? So if we had another 4 years and he builds 40%, right? That we're still not even halfway.
That is true. I'll give you that. Well, I must say, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Real smart guess. Okay.
Intelligent.
Dang, I'm looking at that. You are right. The border crossings did fall a lot to the lowest point right before he took office.
Yep. Like it's actually a drastic drop. You know, what's up? How old are you?
Hey, I'm 30.
Are you voting for Trump?
No. I just wanted to ask you a question really quick.
Go ahead.
Has anyone told you that you look like Adam from the show Your Honor?
No, I haven't. Let me look them up real quick.
The whole time I was watching it, all I could picture was you.
Holy what
Adam,
the hell?
Your Honor. What do I?
I see it a little bit.
His real name's Hunter.
I see it a little bit.
In the show, he resembles him more than if you look at the Google images. It's a pretty good show.
I definitely see it. I see it in the eyebrows. I see it in the eyes and the nose.
Okay.
Watch the
who
first
gave
episode
who
of the
gave him
show.
the right to look like me? What's going on?
Who's older?
Let me see. They're 17, so me. You got it from me. What a clone. A literal Parker clone. Look at that. Literal Parker clone.
What a clone. All right, guys. Keep
good
doing
to
what
you.
you're doing.
I appreciate it. Have a good one. Have a good one. That's
I mean,
funny.
he's probably
No,
older. like
he
the
probably
actor.
is. Yeah, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 20.
Are you voting for Trump?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't made my decision yet, but I don't know about either party at the moment. I don't like Trump, but I also don't like our current president. So, like, I'm in a conundrum.
Yeah, I'll ask you this question. Would you vote for someone who's been held legally responsible for sexual abuse?
Absolutely not.
So then you've made your decision.
But at the same time, is there another choice? Like,
Yeah, Biden.
other than Biden?
No,
a
no,
third
no.
choice. Third.
Don't pull
No.
that. Don't pull
No.
that on us. There's no third choice.
I want a third choice. Please give me a third choice.
I know, I want one too. I promise you that, but we don't have the capacity to do that in our current American political system. So what we need to do is we need to put in state, local representatives. It's very, very important to ensure that that does happen in the first place. A lot of people don't get involved in state and local politics. It's one of the most important things to do.
Also, it's really nice to meet both of you because I'm just now getting into this debate community, and you two were two big names that I've heard.
Oh, nice to meet you too, man.
Nice to meet you.
Well, I've unformally met you earlier today, Dean, in another stream.
Which one?
Killer's her name. She has like a velvet profile picture.
I don't remember being on someone's stream like that. It might have not even been me.
I just remember seeing the name Dean, so I don't know if I got to meet you informally, but I know I saw you.
Maybe it was someone else, but yeah.
Appreciate you for coming up, man.
Appreciate you coming up, man. All right,
Oh.
all right.
The commie stream. Yes, I was there earlier.
You were in a communist stream?
No, talking to very interesting woman by the name of Kami. Anyway,
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
30?
Are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
Why so?
Well, because I just think that I was a Democrat for a long time before COVID, and I'm not saying that Trump helped me get money or anything stupid that other people are saying, because those were all COVID funds. They didn't come out of his pocket. That wasn't even his idea. It came from Congress. So I get that. But what I don't like is that I feel like the Democrats, they make a lot of empty promises, especially to the marginalized groups like, Black people. And, they make a lot of promises when they want our vote. But in the end,
Can you give
they
us
just
a
let us
couple
down.
examples?
Wait, isn't that like every politician?
Well, that is every politician, but
So then what do you get
I
for
just
voting
feel
for
like
Trump,
they
who
do it-
has more
they do
false
it a
promises?
lot more. Like we've supported
Oh.
them for decades, so it's
Wait, so I have a question. Right,
Mhm.
you think that? So can you give me two instances of false promises from Joe Biden?
Well, like the student loan thing, like that was like really supposed
They
to
gave
help,
forgiveness.
that
They've
was
given
supposed to
multiple
help,
rounds
like,
of
the poor,
forgiveness.
the poor and like the struggling middle class or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
That was the letdown.
No,
because
they've given multiple rounds of student loan forgiveness. I even know people that have received student
Well,
loan forgiveness.
I think they've given it to like service workers, doctors, teachers, and that's the small percentage, of the struggling people. The doctors and teachers and firefighters, those people are actually like living, pretty decent, lives economically. But we're talking about the other groups that he could have helped that he didn't help.
Yeah. So you're just saying that he didn't go as far as we'd want? Sure. But
Yeah.
well, what the fuck did Trump do?
Well,
He gave money to rich people, and he took it
One
from
thing-
poor people. That's what he
yeah,
did.
Biden may have not given enough money to poor people, but Trump took the poor people's money and gave it to the rich people.
Well, I think when I remember when Trump was president, he was like he gave North Korea a little bit of a hard time. He gave Russia a little bit of a hard time.
Is this a pivot?
Like I feel like Trump is giving our money away. Not Trump, but Biden is giving our money away way too easily.
There was a greater increase in the money supply under Trump's presidency in comparison to Biden's. Like Trump
And
put us
more
in
added
debt.
to the debt.
Well, maybe I need to do more research, but I just thought that, the Democrats haven't really been that helpful to us. So
He's passed some of the most legislation in modern history: the bipartisan infrastructure bill, the Chips and Science Act, the Inflation Reduction Act. Those are some of the biggest bills for spending in recorded history. Some of the most spending since people like Eisenhower.
Yeah, and when we're talking about Trump, I feel like he made a lot of false promises when it came to legislation. He promised he promised an infrastructure bill, never happened. Biden got it done. He promised the wall. You may or may not like that. I certainly don't, but for those that do, he only built 50 miles of it.
But you
I
see
mean, we
how
could
the
look at so
wall was
many
a good
examples
idea?
of this.
Because look at New
That he
York.
never delivered on. That he never delivered on. It was I call it a bad idea. You might call it a good idea, but it's an idea, regardless if it's good or bad, that he never delivered on.
I feel like he was trying to stop what is
He also
now,
promised to
like, a
drain the
crisis
swamp.
in New York City
Never
right
happened.
now with the migrants. I think the wall would have definitely stopped a lot of that, right? Can we all agree on that at least? Like the wall was a good idea because
No.
now the migrants are like going rampant.
No, there's actually been a major decrease since Biden's new executive order. Like we're
Okay.
down to levels pre Joe Biden's presidency.
He also promised that Mexico would pay for the wall. Never happened. There's so many false promises here. I mean, do you see how like we're like able to name off a lot of Trump's false promises, and you kind of pointed out one area where Biden underdelivered. Like all politicians make false promises, but the difference between Trump and Biden is the idea that I think that Trump is a chronic liar. Okay? He is it's built into his character to make false promises.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me speak my opinion, guys. I appreciate
Appreciate you.
it.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
All right.
All right, let's go to the next person, y'all. If you want to support me or Dean, Venmo, Cash App in the bio. TikTok is fucking being weird as fuck today. Yo, what's up,
Yeah,
Howell,
for
Dean?
real.
Hey, I'm 18.
Are you voting for Trump?
I am going to be voting for Trump.
Why so?
Okay. Actually, I closed down a notification. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of reasons. But obviously, a big reason is because I feel like an aspect of a leader needs to be back into office. Obviously, there's imperfect people. Trump is not a perfect person. Neither is Biden. They both do wrong. Now we talk about people that want what's best for the country. That is Trump. Because of all the hate that he gets and everything, he still wants to run in office, and he doesn't want to run in office to destroy people's lives. He wants to run to office to help the country become the best country. Now, when we were under
Can you name one
Trump,
policy that Donald Trump's influenced to get passed?
you said what?
Can you name one policy that Donald Trump has influenced to get passed?
Building the wall, and I need to bring that up again.
That's not a policy.
Okay, he doubled the child tax credit, and he virtually eliminated the unfair estate tax. So
Double the
this-
child tax credit from what?
Making it easier. You're talking about like how
But
Biden.
the effective, if I'm using that word right, the effective tax rate increased due to the decrease of the average after-tax income for the working class Americans in the bottom in the lower quintile. Like, I understand what you're saying here. Like, Trump made it so we have these tax credits that gave us more money back. But when we consider his tax policy in its entire grandeur, what we see is people are still left with less money. And this is coming from the Tax Policy Center. It's a projection of the 10-year term of his tax plan.
Do you agree that people that work harder do deserve more money if they work
Do you
harder?
think that more money deserves to come from the poor people?
Okay, so how hard did Trump work to get his $400 million inheritance? So should we have 100%
Nothing
inheritance
at all.
tax? They got to work for it?
I mean, nothing at all. But do you disagree?
No, but
that-
he's got to work for it. 100% inheritance tax.
Okay. All right. I have a question. Do you disagree though?
RJ, I mean, you're wrong. That's just like you're ignorant as fuck for you to say. But do you think that these
Okay,
rich
dude.
people that work really hard deserve more money that is stolen from the pockets of the poor people?
You can't say stolen. but it's also not taken from the poor people.
And you think that's a good thing? Literally give the rich people at the top more
I
money
did-
by
whoa, whoa, whoa,
taking
did
it
you
from
mishear me?
the
Did you
struggling
mishear
single moms. The people.
Did you mishear
you
me?
think that's a good thing?
Did you mishear me?
I haven't heard a response to my question.
Okay, I said that I do not agree that poor people are giving money to the rich.
So they are. This is what
So-
Trump's tax plan does. It decreases the after-tax
tell me
income
what the
for
tax-
the
tell
average
me what the
working
tax plan
class
is. Tell me what the
American,
tax plan is that
and
you
the
did that.
bottom one and the bottom quintile,
What was that
and
called?
it increases
Look it
the
up.
after-tax income for the top 1%.
All right, let me look it up. What is this called? Let me look it up. This is like 100% thing. Let me look it up.
So
I've never heard of it.
this is a projection coming from
A
the
projection.
Tax Policy
It's not
Center
true.
of Trump's tax plan over its
So I have a question.
10-year
So I have a question.
span.
So I have a question. Is this a real policy, or are you saying this is what he was going to do?
No, this is
This
li-
is
the
a-
effect of the Tax Cut and Jobs Act, which is a policy that he passed, right? And the distributional analyses from the Tax Policy Center and the Joint Committee on Taxation both came to the similar results, indicating that there was a decrease in after-tax income for the lowest quintile and middle class, while there was an increase specifically for the top 1%, top 0.1%, and the highest quintile.
Okay, fair. What do you think of Biden? Like what's the word? Sorry. Like, what's the word for everything skyrocketing in prices?
Inflation.
Inflation.
How is Biden responsible for inflation?
So I have another question actually before I even get into it.
What?
Is something funny? I didn't really say anything funny. Is you just laughing at yourself or not?
You ask Parker how he feels about the inflation we're experiencing under Biden's administration. Then
Yeah.
Parker asks you, how does Biden cause the inflation? And then you just kind of like pivot away from that. I mean, do you want to answer Parker's question here?
Oh, I'll answer that in a question, but I forgot to bring up something for it. Anyways, do you generally feel safe with Biden being under presidency because of everything that he has caused and everything that he's done? One thing that he has caused that I just like find disgusting, that people that even support this, I cannot. Taking all of our troops out of Afghanistan is absolutely ridiculous. That's the craziest
Trump
thing.
bartered that deal.
Okay, that's just so delusional to say, but I mean,
You want to bet? How much money would you put on it?
Oh, I would put a lot of money on it because Biden was the one that announced.
The one who set up the deal with the Taliban literally was Trump. Okay, that's a fact, right? If you want to bet on that, you're going to lose your money. So, the original person who set up the deal was
who took the
Donald
troops
Trump.
out, who took the troops out of Afghanistan?
The troops were taken out only because of the agreement set up by Donald Trump.
Yeah, like if Trump won 2020, Trump would have taken the troops out of Afghanistan.
Wait, why are you guys lying?
We're not lying.
Do you want
Then do you want to put money on this? How much money? Give me a number.
Yeah. How
I'm
much
not,
money?
I'm not gonna bet money. And I don't
Yeah,
care.
because you're not confident in the view. Else it would be free cash, right?
All right, I promise you, Biden took out the troops of Afghanistan. Are you saying that I'm wrong?
Dude, you're not listening. Who set up the original agreement?
Who took the troops out of the? That's not.
So Biden followed
Dude, I'm like,
through.
sorry. Here, let me give you an example, right? Let's say that like Trump set up a deal that says we're gonna take 5 apples from R.J. Wells, right? And then under Biden's administration, right, it was set to happen, right? Like the agreement was set to happen a bit later, but the agreement was set up specifically by Trump, so Biden has to fulfill this agreement, right? Because it was set up by Trump. So who caused this deal, Trump or Biden?
Biden.
I'm sorry,
Who
but
caused it?
you're literally a fucking irrational human.
Hey,
okay?
RJ, I have a follow-up question.
Like, actually, I cannot believe you can vote after
If
saying
Trump-
that. Like,
if
you're
Trump was-
either the most biased individual or just the dumbest.
What? How?
You got
Okay,
harassment.
bye.
Are you still
RJ,
going? Or?
I'm being totally serious, dude. Like, what? How the hell was that caused by Biden in that scenario?
Okay, so there's still a choice, correct?
No, he has to fulfill it.
That is not true.
Otherwise, American soldiers would
I
have
literally
started
just looked it
dying.
up. So tell me the source of when Biden did not have to do it. or had to do it? What is the source that Biden had to do it?
The agreement of the Taliban. What does the agreement with the Taliban say is going to happen if the United States does not uphold that deal?
You're kidding, right?
I asked you a question.
It was made by
I'm sorry,
Obama.
RJ, but respectfully,
withdrawal was made by
I've
Obama.
answered every single
It
question
was
you've
made by
asked.
Obama.
No, it wasn't.
From 2000, yes, it was. From 2007 to 2011, it was made by Obama.
What was?
No, President Obama announced the full withdrawal of troops from Iraq as previously scheduled on.
Oh, I'm not talking about Iraq. He left.
Yo, Parker. Look at this. Is this you or TikTok? You might need to like momentarily big screen me for this. I could just text it to you, but you're like at the top of the background is cut off. That could be causing like the shadow ban.
Huh,
That's all I had to show.
I don't think that would cause it, but can y'all see it in chat? It's just you, Dean.
I mean, it could have just been like a front end issue for me. Just thought I'd bring it up.
Yeah, it was just you. It seems.
Yeah.
I don't know why TikTok is like this, everyone. It's like being really frustrating today.
ain't real! They ain't real!
Because I see it too.
Oh, okay. It was just a glitch on my end.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of unfortunate. I thought there was going to be like, oh, an easy fix to the shadow ban. It's just the background. Unfortunate.
I wish, bro. It's never that easy, I feel like.
For real. I really wanted to ask RJ a question. Unfortunate he had to leave.
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello? Alright.
Yo, Rob's been trying to get up in here for days, by the way.
Rob who?
Let me look at his name.
They
Seems
were
like
up
an-
earlier. They were just trolling.
Oh.
Yo, what's up? How old are you? No, I wasn't. Okay, if you troll on my live, I'll block you.
Oh, I didn't know that they were up here earlier or anything.
How
They've
old
just
are
been
you?
Spamming for a while.
I'm 32, but you didn't let me get a sentence out.
Oh, it's this person?
Yeah. Letting the world burn. That's all I got to say. But I wasn't gonna troll.
Could you tell us why you're voting for Trump?
I called them a psychopath because they said, oh, I'm voting for Trump because I just want to see the world burn.
The country, not the world.
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, so you are.
But yeah, there you go. Now you're bye-bye.
Bye.
I blocked him.
Yeah, troll.
No, it's just like you come on my live, you say you want the U.S. to burn. Like, I'm sorry, that like no way are we gonna have the same fucking desires to be able to. Now I can't convince you. If you want everyone to fucking literally be in bad conditions, I can't convince you otherwise. You're just a shitty person. Like that's just literally what it is. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Bro, what is going on?
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 35.
What's your birth year?
There's got to be a troll, bro.
87.
Oh, kicked the wrong person. Dean, send a guest request back. Accident. Accident, Dean. Accident. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Dean.
It's
How old are you?
Andy here.
Yeah, what's up? Are you voting Trump?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you voting Trump?
Yeah, I would be voting Trump every day of the week.
Okay, well, you're Australian, so.
That sounds like Scottish.
Oh, Scottish. My bad, my bad. Sounds oddly similar. All right, chat. I'm about to cry. I can't do this anymore.
Yo, bro, what a rough day.
Dude, it's like so annoying.
I'm weirdly calm. It's like I'm not worrying about my numbers because there's no numbers. Not worrying about my push because there's no
I'm
push.
crying. I'm crying on the inside.
Oh, yo, you just jumped to 2K.
I know, that was really weird. Why did it just jump up 200?
Yo, what?
What?
Now we're up to 2.1?
Hello, how old are you?
20.
Are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
Oh, why so?
Well, I think so. One of the well, I think so. A lot of the clips I've seen of Biden, he don't seem really passionate or very lively compared to Trump. Trump seems like he's motivated and ready to put an iron fist, ready to run with an iron fist.
Can you name one policy that he's influenced to get passed? Donald Trump?
You said name one policy?
Yeah, that he's influenced to get passed.
Well, he wants to end the
Tier, why are you coming back for round 2, bro? I thought I did enough cooking on my live. But now you're coming to Parker's live for a round 2? And you can't even name one policy that that Trump passed with no additional context? Wow.
Well, he wants to end the degenerate thing that's going on right now.
What thing?
I don't know if I can say the word because I might get kicked.
Do you happen to want to say GAY? Is that what you want to say? Like,
yeah, the
Of
swap
course.
the swapping of genders.
dude.
So the biggest issue you think in the U.S. is that people are trans?
How does Trump plan to end the existence of trans people? Because that's the claim that you made. What's the plan here?
I mean, he said he will end it.
He said he would just like.
Can you give me his quote? Because this is going to be a reductio.
You said a quote?
Yeah. What's the quote?
Well, I don't have the quote pulled up.
Oh, okay, well, go find it.
Okay.
Did he just say like in the latest patch notes, like they just won't exist anymore? Like.
Yep. The new patch notes dropped. New patch notes for Pride Month. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hey, I'm 37 here. I was born in '86 here. I love your show, Parker and Dean, and we're going to be voting for Biden in 2024. Biden's done a lot more than Trump has done in his 4 years. And the largest infrastructure, the PACT Act that helps the veterans here. He's also helped put in the first black woman here in the Supreme Court justice. I'm like, people talking about the Afghanistan thing was all Trump's deal here. Trump freed 5,000 Taliban, gave them the pullout date, and told them everything.
All right, well, I appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Love you here, love you, Dean, and take it easy, bros.
Take it easy.
I love to see a rational human on the live. Thanks
Oh my
for
God,
coming
we're
out.
getting some push finally, chat. Keep it going. Everyone fucking spam the comment section, tap the screen. Holy shit, it might be it. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
Asking me?
Yeah, are you voting for Trump?
Absolutely.
Why so?
Did you say what's up?
No, he said why so.
Why so? Would you clarify? Would you just say that again, please? Why so?
What the fuck is going on? Like,
No,
I'm
no,
so
it's okay,
lost.
It's okay. Don't hold
Okay,
your head in disbelief.
I'll clarify where we're at. You said you were
I've
voting
never
for Trump.
gotten to speak to a reputable person like you.
Okay, I have it.
Okay, Surplus, I'm just asking you, why are you voting for
Yes.
Trump?
Well, as long as you've known, like, why not?
He's a proven sexual abuser, a proven fraudster. He's been
I'm
denying
sorry.
the.
Would you say that again?
He's a proven sexual abuser. He's a
How so? And who amongst?
He was held legally responsible for sexual abuse by a jury of 9 people.
Who did he sexually
Eugene
assault?
Carroll in
Eugene Carroll.
1996.
We've seen the video on that, right? Is that not laughable? I want to call you Harry, but you're his friend Chris, right?
What the fuck?
Oh, no, it's not Chris. Who are you? What is your name?
What the fuck?
Are you-
I
are
simply
you
just
okay?
want to know your name.
Why can't you look at the top left of my account?
Parker.
Are you like okay? Are you
No,
on drugs?
I'm very well. I always worry about you. I think of you like when I look at you. Obviously, you've gotten this that everybody thinks of you as like Harry, Sisson, and his friend Chris.
Are you
But
on
you're
drugs?
the other guy. You're the low level guy. That doesn't make a whole. I mean, you guys make so much sense, and you're. I understand why you make money. Why why you want to be simple, and stupid.
Lowell, thank
It's
you for the
easy
galaxy.
to
Thank you
do.
so much. I appreciate it. Are you on drugs right now?
What the hell? I'm so confused.
I'm on many drugs. The thing is, what I want to ask you though.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What's going on with the algorithm too? Like I don't know. It's being really weird today.
Dude, we're like in a simulation. We're in a simulation.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
This is hell,
18.
Parker.
Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah,
Why so?
because he's a good president, genuinely.
I don't believe you're 18.
You're not 18.
Suck my dick, you faggot.
Dude,
I
what
have
the
the Parker.
fuck is going on, dude?
Bro, and now we got to go back to Tier with his claim that Trump wants to just.
Alana, thank you for the $4. David, thank you so much for the $20 on Cash App. Thank you so much. Funny that someone sent 4 and then the other person sent 20. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Holy shit.
Yo,
God.
W420. Anyways, Tier, do you have like the quote from Trump that he just wants to end the existence of trans people?
All right, so I had to correct myself. He didn't say that, but he did bring up about suppressing the spread of it.
Can you give me this quote? I'd love to hear this.
Yeah, this is a new argument, bro. What's the quote?
We're literally using this as a reductio. So thank you for coming up on the live. I really appreciate you providing this source for us, man.
Yeah, this will literally be a reason not to vote for Trump. Like, just go ahead and
Thank
give
you
us
for
that
the
quote.
orange.
Tier.
I appreciate the love.
Just go ahead and give us that quote.
The spread is crazy, bro. I was acting like it's a viral infection, dude.
He wants to end this spread of being trans, but not end the spread of coronavirus. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so real. So real, dude. He's more worried about the spread of it.
Gender
than COVID.
identities. Gender identities are contagious, ladies and gentlemen. We got a true intellectual.
He said it's too good. It's too good. They just want to be. They just want to be themselves. We can't let it happen.
Jana,
think
thank you for
Biden is more
$3.40 on Venmo.
What's up, Tier?
You think Biden is more capable?
Let's
of
not
running the
pivot.
country?
Let's not pivot, little bro. I want that quote. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Yeah, we're actually gonna hold you to that. Gosh, that voice is not allowing me to do it, chat. I'm like cooked. My throat's cooked. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, it's good. I'm 18.
No, you're not.
Fucking bitch.
Fetus mad. Okay, Tier, got the quote? Tier, by the way, we can't hear you when you're on pause. Just putting that out there. In order for us to
Why are they not? Why are they not responding?
Probably. I don't think Jake's a Trump supporter.
Okay.
Well, he left.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm trying to get the next person up here. Oh my gosh.
Someone in the chat said MAGA's sending their best.
Give me a second. I need to get my. Sorry.
Yo, that was good. Fire. We need to get you
Fire?
on the drums.
No. Please stop me. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
What's up, lads? You alright?
Where do you live?
The UK.
Okay, bye.
They're sending their best, chat. MAGA Mobile, buy it today. You'll get the worst connection you've ever had. I promise you that. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
What's up? 25.
Are you voting for Trump?
Nah.
Bro. Dude. Skedaddle, all right?
We're getting some top tier guests right now, dude.
This is great content.
John, thank you for the $3.40.
I don't have the mods. I don't have mod. I would have been on that. I heard the cupcake start to play. I would have been on that.
Yotza Paldi? Okay. Let me cry myself to sleep, chat.
We're still waiting on
gonna-
Tyr.
I'm actually crying myself to sleep.
The Lydia? That's crazy. That is insane. Let it play. Wow.
Yotza Paldi?
22.
Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah.
Thank you for the fruits, friends. Thank you, Luel. Why so?
Because he said if I did vote for him, he would have me killed.
All right, bye.
Help me, please.
Okay. Yotza Paldi?
24.
Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why so?
I just personally think he's the better option out of Biden.
And why so?
I was in the military during the beginning of half of it was in the beginning of Trump and half of the end of it was Biden. And personally, I just being in the military under Trump was so much better than being in the military under Biden.
Teresa, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. How so?
I don't even know how to describe it, really. Just, I would say just the fucking economy, more or less.
What does that have to do with being in the
Whoa.
military?
What?
Sorry.
Yeah, like, how does that... The military quite literally is separated from the economy.
And not when it comes to paying for shit.
As it
still.
relates to, like, the private aspect of the market. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's all government run.
Yeah.
Can you name one policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed?
What'd you say?
Can you name one policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that you like?
One thing that Donald Trump like passed.
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head. I have to go look at some lists.
Would you vote for someone that's been held legally responsible for sexual abuse?
I know that he has been. Yeah.
Well, so you would vote for someone that has been held legally responsible
on
for
voting
sexual.
for
Has he been convicted?
He's been held legally responsible, yeah.
Our Biden's son been held convicted.
Yeah, do you accept the conviction of Hunter Biden?
Well, yeah, he's been found.
So then why don't you accept the conviction of Donald Trump?
Damn.
I didn't say that. I accept it.
Damn. We understand you can't answer
So you
the question
accept
too.
it and you still want to vote for a sexual abuser even though you don't know a single policy that he passed that it was good?
The felonies that he's got on him, yeah.
So Ryan, just to make it clear,
The
so
felonies, the sexual abuse, the defamation, the fraud, and you still want to vote for him?
you're going to vote for the
more than
fraudster,
Biden.
sexual abuser, over the not fraudster, not sexual abuser because of economy.
I mean, yeah, I just can't say.
Yeah. So like, can you like, how did Biden's administration make the economy worse?
I would say I had more money in my pocket.
Yeah, but how did Biden's administration cause you to have
Ryan, that's
less money in your
objectively
pocket?
false. If you were literally in the military, I can look at your pay increase. Okay? It's all on the internet.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
a greater pay increase under Biden's administration than under Trump. So you know you're
Yes,
wrong.
There was a pay increase.
Appreciate the little crowd,
but
thank you.
I had more money. I was making more money under Biden, but I was keeping way less of it.
Okay, so you're keeping more of it now?
No, I'm not in the military anymore. I'm making more than what I am now.
Oh, okay, so you're doing great. The economy's good?
He's saying that the price of goods has increased
the
under
military
Biden's
pay is just
presidency.
shit. I'm
So
yeah,
what?
how is the prices related to Biden?
What'd you say?
Thank you for the hand art. Thank you. How is the inflation related to Biden?
It's fucking the millions of dollars he's sending over to Ukraine and shit.
Oh, so spending. So you'd say that an increase of government spending leads to an increase in inflation. So Trump added more to the national debt, aka a greater increase in government spending in comparison to Biden and his administration. So that's not what caused it. The inflation that we're talking about here has been global. It's been a rebound of the pandemic present in every nation across the world. We, however, have had one of the better rebounds from it. This shows us it's
Ryan, think
not
of the $5.
caused by Biden and his administration.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Biden, so I'm voting for Trump.
Why?
I just like Trump more than Biden.
Oh, you just like the grapist a little bit more than the not grapist, like the fraudster, like the criminal, the convict, the felon more than the average politician. You like the guy who says he'll do shit but never does more than the guy who actually gets it done. What's the argument here? I'm what?
Yeah, when was Trump found guilty for that?
I would say just
about a year
the
ago.
way I align with my politics. I'm a Republican, so I'd never vote for a Democrat.
Okay, so you'd never vote for a Democrat?
Never.
So you'd vote for Marjorie Taylor Greene?
I don't know who that is. I don't
Yeah, MGT versus Abraham Lincoln. Who you got?
MGT versus Abraham.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. MTG versus Abraham Lincoln. Who you got?
I don't know who MTG is.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is a Republican lawmaker in the House, I believe, versus Abraham Lincoln, who was a Democratic president. Who you got? Who you voting for?
They're both Republicans, by the way, Dean.
Oh, well, I was wrong.
Catherine, thank you for the $2. Thank you.
Well, if he was alive today, he'd probably be a Democrat. Who you got? Who you got?
Well, he was racist, and he was
Oh.
okay with slavery, as long as the Union was fixed.
Oh,
he said he wouldn't free a single slave. I appreciate the galaxy. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
fuck.
If it meant saving the Union.
See, I'm just gonna go on mute.
So he sounds like he would vote for Trump.
Gotta sit down for a little bit.
Actually, wait, no, that might be negative towards the Union, so I'm not quite sure.
Parker has all three guests on his panel silent.
I appreciate the Lucy. Thank you so much.
Then you call Trump a rapist, but he wasn't found guilty for that.
He was held legally responsible. Okay, if a babysitter was held legally responsible for child sexual abuse, would you let them take care of your kids?
No,
Okay, why not?
because they was found.
They were found legally responsible, right? So why do you want them to take care of the country?
You don't think that's different though?
I just think sexual abuse is bad in both scenarios, right?
Because the jurors rejected that.
No, but you said it was a good enough standard of evidence to justify you believing it in the case of the babysitter, but not in the case of Trump.
And then also, it's like the reason Trump was not found criminally guilty for rape isn't because there wasn't sufficient evidence to demonstrate beyond a shadow of a doubt that he was guilty. It's because the statute of limitations has passed. Maybe if there wasn't sufficient evidence to prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt he was guilty, I would be more sympathetic to the view. But due to the fact that the only reason he wasn't criminally charged was because of the statute of limitations, I'm not sympathetic to your view at all.
So why are y'all voting for Biden? Like, why are y'all preaching Biden so hard?
Oh, well, we're just saying that he's a better alternative to Trump.
But why do you say that?
Proven sexual abuser, proven fraudster, election denier, undermining American democracy for the past few years with no sufficient evidence to indicate that he won. He passes tax policy that negatively impacts the middle class and the lowest quintile at the benefit of rich people in this country, and especially wants to translate that into tariffs, replacing our income tax, which is crazy and regressive towards the middle and lower classes. He supports the death penalty, which is not a deterrence for crime, greater than our current criminal justice system, and it also leads to 4% of people on death row dying. Right. He advocated for a Muslim ban, which is religious persecution, put multiple Supreme Court justices in office with the explicit reason of overturning Roe versus Wade, which restricted tens of millions of women's access to abortion in this country, and also restricted and got rid of federal protections for great victims as it relates to getting access to abortion. Those are just a few things I can mention. Met plenty more.
360 no scoped.
But it seems like a bunch of people want to plunge us to war when Trump has the foreign policy. Trump is trying to do the foreign policy.
What foreign policy?
He's trying to pull back on the defense commitments.
What? What defense commitments?
Like for example, he wasn't trying to put money into Ukraine against Russia.
But that's poor foreign
Do
policy.
you know what the Budapest Memorandum is?
No, I don't.
So we signed an agreement with Ukraine that if they give up their nuclear weapons, we would defend them. So if we want other countries like Iran, North Korea, other countries around the world to accept denuclearization agreements, how do we expect them to accept these denuclearization agreements if the United States doesn't uphold their denuclearization agreements?
Right.
You said something about Trump infecting the middle class, but
No, let's not pivot. Real quick. So,
increased the middle
Tier, you
class's
said that it
income
is
by
poor for us to be
$6,000.
funding the invasion of Ukraine. Parker
I'm
was
talk-
like,
I'm-
we
I'm
had a
talking
Budapest
about-
Memorandum with Ukraine signed in the 90s that said, if you guys give up your nukes, we'll defend you if you're invaded. Well, they got invaded, now we're defending them. If it was the case that we didn't defend them upon invasion, well, our credibility would seem very weak in context of making, multinational deals in the context of foreign policy with other nations, insofar as denuclearization agreements. Do you have a response to this?
I'm talking about in general though. It seems like we want to give a helping hand to everybody, but Trump want to prioritize what we have here.
No, it's called we sign an agreement, we uphold the agreement, right? Like what?
Not, I think we need to preserve life and resources.
Yeah, so preserve life and resources, but don't preserve Ukraine.
I mean, if it's a treat, so we have an alliance with them.
If they gave up their nuclear weapons, we defend them. We sign an agreement with them. Daniel, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much.
I think Trump just wants to do what makes sense.
Yeah, and does that make sense to not uphold the agreements, but then they also want other countries around the world to denuclearize and sign agreements with the United States to denuclearize?
Yeah, I'd actually like you to articulate out a good answer to what Parker's saying here. Like, do you think that we should incentivize countries around the world to denuclearize? Because foreign adversaries having nuclear bombs poses a potential threat to our lives.
No, I don't.
So, wow. This is why you're not running for president. That's insane. So you think that, countries like Russia, China, these foreign adversaries, you'd say they should have nukes?
No, I'm saying no.
You're saying they shouldn't have nukes.
Yeah.
So would you agree with the statement that we should incentivize the denuclearization or
we
the
should-
extraction/removal of nuclear weapons from foreign adversaries?
No, we should keep all their weapons. They're entitled to what they have, and we're entitled to what we have.
But should we incentivize the denuclearization of these countries?
Incentivize them how?
To prevent war, yeah.
Okay, so we should incentivize the denuclearization,
Yes, we should. Yes, we should.
denuclearization of these countries.
Yes, we
So
should.
this is what the Budapest Memorandum in the 1990s did. We told Ukraine if they give up their big old nukes, that we will protect them if they're invaded, okay? So regardless if you agree or disagree with us signing that agreement, the agreement was made. So what happened when Russia invaded Ukraine is we merely upheld our end of that agreement. Because if we didn't uphold our end, if we didn't give them weapons and funding, if we didn't protect them when they were invaded, what would this tell Ukraine? What would this tell other countries around the world? This would tell them that if the United States of America comes to them and says, give up your nukes and we'll do X, Y, and Z, that the United States of America will not provide the X, Y, and Z. And this is potentially damaging to our reputation, our credibility, as well as, the denuclearization or the potential of denuclearization of these foreign countries.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Do you agree, though?
Yes, I agree with you.
So this is why we should support Ukraine, even though it might sting a little bit under your worldview.
Yeah, I was just saying that we should have a president that is America first, and Trump is America first. But
Supporting Ukraine
what America
is America
he for?
first.
Yeah, what is he? What America for what?
Thank you for the $5 on Venmo, Jacob.
How is it America first to not uphold denuclearization agreements?
Yeah, like given everything I just explained to you, Tier, can you see how funding Ukraine is putting America first?
yeah, I see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I
It's
see that.
also involving America. It's also involving America into a war that we really don't need to be a part of.
We just said Budapest Memorandum. That's why we're a part of it.
I know that's why we're a part of it, but we shouldn't need to be a part of it.
Okay, whatever you want to say, but that's how the agreement is. Now, how do you suppose we act?
I think that we should just completely pull all our resources and stop sending money over there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. So again, so you
I mean,
don't
it's
uphold.
it's already going bad for us. Russia already declared us as an enemy. So
Yeah. So your plan is to not uphold the agreement.
Our plan is not to go in war with Russia.
What? Say that again.
The plan is not to go into conflict with Russia.
Alana, thank you for the $3.
Yeah.
on
Well,
Venmo.
we've been in proxy wars with Russia for a while. Like under Trump's administration, there was a proxy war between the U.S. and Russia and Syria.
yeah, I remember that. That's exactly why I joined.
Okay. Can you name one policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that you agree with? Either one of you?
Past what?
Can you name one policy that Donald Trump passed? Off to the Googler.
I feel like I just explained why we should be supporting Ukraine in the most palatable way possible. I don't understand how either of these, gentlemen here didn't understand it.
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you said. You enlighten me.
Wouldn't this be reason to support Biden over Trump because it shows that Biden puts America first?
Do you really think Biden's going to be making genuine decisions when he's elected? If he's elected?
Yeah, I think Biden makes genuine decisions. Yes. Can you give me a reason to believe he doesn't?
I mean, he seems incompetent.
How so? Thank you for being there. I think he's so much.
By the way, he presents himself on TV.
How?
By not constructing a simple sentence.
Yeah, so he's able to construct sentences. You haven't watched any of his speeches, have you? Have you watched the State of the Union?
Beautiful.
Not in length.
Yeah, he sounds completely coherent. You could go to any clip of it, and he sounds completely coherent.
Yeah, that State of the Union was great, man. Before the State of the Union, I was more sympathetic to the idea that he didn't really look like a leader. But dang, he killed it. He killed it in the State of the Union.
You think Biden looked more like a leader than
Like
Trump?
a president than Trump? Abso-fucking-lutely.
He did great.
Yeah, like what you think Trump, the proven fraudster, the proven sexual abuser, the election denier undermining our American democracy, looks like more of a leader? Maybe a leader of a cult? Maybe not the leader of the United fucking States.
Yeah, maybe the leader of Narcissists Anonymous. Like, come on, brother. Like, a leader is someone who strives for the paramosity and well-being of the people. What Trump strives is for the paramosity and well-being of the figures in his bank account and the praisers on their knees for him. Because when he denied the results of the 2020 election, said that he had still won, this was him still trying to hang on to power without literally any good reason insofar as why the election was rigged, which incentivized the American people to uphold anti-democratic ideals insofar as not trusting our election or civil processes, which was incredibly threatening to the state of the entire nation in the way that the government is supposed to run per the Constitution. This is not a leader. Absolutely not. He's also not a man of the people because he doesn't deliver on his promises to the people. Like, explain to me why he promised an infrastructure bill, but never delivered on it in the 4 years he was in office. But then Biden delivered on it. in his first year. Maybe we could start there. And Ryan, thank you for the $5 on Venmo with the DNC paycheck. Hell yeah.
You said Biden.
Unemployment under Trump was down to 3.5%.
3.4 under Biden.
Yep.
Now, could you name what he did to get it that low? Or was that just a trend from Obama's economy?
Was it a what? A trend from what?
A trend from Obama's economy.
I asked such a clear question. I feel like they didn't even hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, I did hear it. So you think Biden? So you were saying that Biden was you were saying that Biden was doing more than Trump when it came to the wall.
Thank you for the hanging lights. Thank you so much.
No, I said nothing
no.
about the wall. I said
Push the
nothing
game
about.
Thank you so much. Why do we need a wall? Have we ever had a no border issue in this country?
I mean, we had a.
I think the border crisis is a huge issue in this country.
Do you think it was an issue under Obama's administration?
Absolutely.
Okay, was it an issue under Bush?
Yeah, it's been an issue forever. Yeah.
Okay, it's always been an issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when was America great?
That's a good question.
Appreciate that mustache. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Dean,
what does Trump mean
Well,
by
thank you for
make
the subscription.
America great again? What does Trump mean by that?
I think that's subjective.
Sure, but what was great? That sounds like the border wasn't.
You don't think he made it better?
No, Trump didn't make it better. No. Think of the gem gun. Thank you so much. Jeremy, appreciate the dollar. Thank you.
Have we went into war under Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah. 450% increase in drone strikes in the Middle East. We had proxy wars in Yemen and Syria with Russia. Come on.
Appreciate the cuddle with you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Dean, you were saying that Biden was doing more than Trump was doing in his presidency.
It depends on what we're in reference to. More for what?
More for the people. I was speaking in reference to the people. Biden has done more for the people. He was passed some of the most some of the largest legislation in modern times coming from the Oval Office. Biden, he passed the CHIPS Act to bring jobs home. He passed the infrastructure bill to, create more jobs here at home in America while improving our infrastructure, in turn improving our economy. Trump decreases the after-tax income for the average working class American. Trump creates a political division that we've literally never seen before since the Civil War, maybe. There's just no pros here. Trump makes promises that he never delivers on, like the infrastructure bill. Trump is a proven rapist. He's a proven fraudster. He's a sick man that does nothing for us, but only has harmed us. He made people doubt the electoral processes in our country, threatening the state of our democracy, just for the reason that he's a big baby. How do you explain these things?
I would say I think y'all think Trump is like a bully and just don't like what he has to say.
He literally is. What's a bully?
I think that's what America needs, though.
Okay, so you think he's a bully, so we were right that he's a bully. You think America needs a bully? Why?
I'd say America's pretty soft.
Yeah, America needs.
They're
not real.
So what do you mean by soft?
Look at us like a joke.
America.
Ryan, can you tell me what you mean by soft?
A lot.
Is it soft to have the biggest military in the world by far? Is that soft?
No, but a lot of the other countries.
No, wait. So what? In what way are we soft?
A lot of, even though that we have the biggest army, a lot of these other countries look at us like a joke because of Biden.
Yep, Russia did.
Wait. So can you look at the approval ratings internationally of these presidents and tell me that that you think that they look at Joe Biden as the joke? Look at the approval ratings internationally. They're absolutely horrendous for Trump, okay? There's one country where Trump's approval rating is high, and it's in Israel. Okay. Now, if you want to talk about like they like respect him, name me a country that respects him, or name me a group of countries that respect him.
I can say the same thing about Biden.
Putin said himself that
Europe,
Well,
and Biden's approval rating in Europe is above 50%. Think of the galaxy. Thank you so much. Now, can you give me the countries?
Trump was the first president to step in North Korea.
Okay, that doesn't mean he's looked at in a positive light. I thought America doesn't negotiate with like bad people, right? Like wasn't the whole mantra of America that America doesn't negotiate with terrorists, right? But he negotiates with the Taliban, he negotiates with dictators worldwide, and now you don't have an issue with it? Jenny, thank you for the $50 on Cash App. Holy shit, Jenny, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. W Jenny in the comments section. Yo, that's so crazy. Thank you so much.
Can I just put a fact out there? This is actually pretty stark. So the global favorability rating of Biden currently sits at 54% as of June 27th. Of last year. I'll try to find something more recent, but hopefully, the stats are still going to be, relevant to the point.
Yeah, this is from Pew Research, huh?
But the point is,
that's super.
I'd say another
incredible.
big thing for me is.
Can I make my point real quick, Ryan?
Yeah.
We're thinking of the $5. Thank you so much.
So the global approval rating of Biden is higher than the favorability rating of Trump in the United States of America. Like, when you're making these claims, like, we need a big, strong leader that isn't laughed at by the rest of the world, but we see the global approval rating for Biden is higher than the at-home approval rating for Trump, this is just fucking crazy. I mean, you are obviously incorrect. Can you admit that you're incorrect?
And secondly, the G7 summit, Emmanuel Macron, Justin Trudeau, and Boris Johnson were laughing at Trump. Insofar as that Trump saw it, baby raged and left the event. I can also send you articles of Putin and Assad mocking Trump. This is not happening with Biden. You know what I mean?
like the things.
Rahul, thank you for the $20 on Cash App. Thank you so much, and Jacob, thank you for the $4.20. Thank you so much. Rahul, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Like the things that you're saying are just like false, bro. Can you admit that they're false? Can you retract your statements and say that you were wrong?
If the statistics say that I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Shit.
Yeah, what source are you looking at, Dean?
I'm looking at Pew Research.
It's one of the most credible sources.
For the global approval ratings of Biden, and then I'm looking at 538 for the at home favorability ratings of Trump.
Are you guys gun supporters or no?
It depends on what you're referencing. Like, I'm not okay with miniguns. And did you know that Trump quite literally signed one of the biggest pieces of gun control legislation in the modern era?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
Why can't you guys engage with
Wait, do you care about the Constitution?
Bringing to you.
Yeah, I care about the Constitution.
Okay, well, Trump wants to undermine the First Amendment by making it illegal to burn the American flag. He wants to put people in prison for a year for burning the American flag.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
You agree with that? So do you think it should be illegal?
Agree with that.
Do you think it should be illegal to burn the Pride flag?
No.
Absolutely not.
Why? Okay, so why should it be illegal to burn the American flag?
I want to respond.
That is the flag of our country.
So?
Oh, dude, I'm not.
Is it okay to fly the Confederate flag?
You said what?
Do you think it should be legal to fly the Confederate flag?
Illegal to fly the Confederate flag?
Do you think it should be legal to fly the Confederate flag?
Yeah, you can fly the Confederate flag.
Okay, but isn't that like a treasonous to this country? So how is it okay to fly the Confederate flag, but not okay to burn the American flag?
The flag represents something.
And yeah, the Confederate flag represents something, and that's what?
Wait,
slavery and turning against the United States. That's
just
literally what the flag represents. So please tell me.
Just out of curiosity, do you guys think it should be illegal to fly the Pride flag?
Legal?
Yeah.
Wait, no, Dean. Let's keep them
Yeah.
on this real quick. Confederate flag and
Yeah, I
United
don't-
States flag. Okay. You think it should be legal to fly the Confederate flag, but it should be illegal to burn the American flag. Now explain
Sorry.
to me why.
I thought they'd bite.
You can, fly whatever flag you want to fly, but it should absolutely be illegal to burn or
Why?
desecrate an American flag.
Why?
That the American flag stands for something. It stands for everybody that's been in service, everybody that's laid their lives down for
And
this
doesn't the
country.
Confederate flag stand against that? In the same way that you say burning the American flag stands against that, so does flying the Confederate flag. And yet you don't think that should be illegal.
But you should
So
be
you
able
literally
to-
think promoting
No, I would
slavery
say-
and being against the United States is not as bad as literally burning the American flag? Like
I would
that's
say
just
the
such a
Confederate-
crazy
I'd
view.
say the Confederate. I would say the Confederate flag is more subjective than objective.
What? What does that
Yeah,
even mean?
I would
I don't
say-
even know what that means, chat. Someone please help him.
I would say flying the Confederate flag is more a rebellion to government.
Oh, isn't burning the American flag rebelling to government? What? No, the Confederate flag is supporting. I appreciate the galaxy. Thank you so much, Ryan. Supporting slavery, and it's also going against the government, right? But the burning of the American flag is just going against the government, and oftentimes might be, because they dislike how there was slavery in this country, or Jim Crow laws, or literal sending people across the world to die in wars for like the military industrial complex, stuff like that. Like, actual reasons.
You don't think the American flag has more meaning than the Confederate flag?
What do you mean by more meaning?
The country was built
I think it
on-
should be I think it should be legal to burn the American flag.
Why-
Yeah, that's
why is
crazy.
that? Why is
That's
that?
crazy.
Try
Why
going-
is that crazy?
Try going into Russia, burning
what-
their
it's
flag.
what-
But
The
it's not
Americans
crazy to
say-
fly. Wait, is it crazy to fly the Confederate flag?
No.
No. You did not just say that on my stream, bro.
You said it. You said
James, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much.
it should be legal to fly the Confederate flag. Absolutely.
It should be illegal.
I said legal.
Okay, so why is it okay to fly the Confederate flag?
freedom of
Freedom
expression.
of expression.
Is it not freedom of expression to burn the American flag?
It's an exception,
Yeah, the American flag is off limits.
and it's worth an exception.
What? And the Confederate flag isn't worth the exception? Literally, they were fighting to keep slavery.
Why
That
do
was
it-
that was the whole fucking spiel.
Why do it have to go hand in hand, though?
Because you just said that you want to keep sorry, you're just saying that they want to keep access to flying the Confederate flag, but you want to get rid of access to burning the American flag. The reason
but
why
should
these
it-
things
should
are
it be legal for
interrelated
burning
is
the
because
pride
the
flag
same
then?
reasons you think that people should be able to fly the Confederate flag would also be applicable to this with the American flag.
Should burning the pride flag be a hate crime?
I'm not saying it should be illegal. I think you shouldn't do it, but I'm not saying it should be illegal.
You shouldn't do it, but you should burn the American flag. How is the pride
I never
flag
said you
more
should
important?
burn the American flag. What I did say is that it should be legal.
So then, should it be legal to burn the pride flag?
Yeah, but I think it's wrong.
So how is that? How is the pride flag more important than the American flag?
What? How does that? Well, because acceptance of people is important. But I wasn't necessarily saying that one is more important than the other.
Acceptance.
But you said that you're totally okay with burning the American flag, but you shouldn't burn pride.
Yeah.
So, how is pride more important than the American flag?
I think there are real reasons, legitimate reasons, to burn the American flag in response to our government, right? But I don't think there are good reasons to burn the pride flag. What's the reason to be against pride?
What are the reasons to be against the American flag? The American flag stands for all the
Slavery,
people that-
segregation laws, Jim Crow, specifically like the genocide of indigenous people, the constant
American flag
subjugation of
stands for
indigenous
more than just
people.
that.
I think there are pretty good reasons. The going into Middle Eastern countries and killing innocents,
The American flag stands for
the
more
meddling
than
in elections of people around the world, democratic elections, and reinstating dictators. I think they're pretty fucking good reasons.
So if an American soldier dies at war, should he have, and he's gay, should he have a pride flag draped over his box or the American flag draped over his box?
If they would want to, they can do both. It depends on the individual. Do they want a pride flag to be on their thing?
No, it should only be the American flag.
Wait, if they want a pride flag, why would you be against that?
Because of tradition.
If they want to do both, why would you be against that? Tradition? Okay, just because something is traditional doesn't mean you should do that. Okay, in the United States, it was traditional, right, to not have interracial marriage. Does that mean that you shouldn't interracially marry?
It's not outlandish though.
What?
It's not outlandish.
How is that outlandish to have the pride flag? And is it respecting tradition to go against the First Amendment?
I mean, the first
To not burn the American flag, absolutely.
This is like saying like in like Revolutionary War times, it should be illegal to burn the British flag.
I mean, there's really
That's essentially what you're arguing for here.
There's really no existence of free speech, no place in the world.
Okay, so again, you think people should be able to fly the Confederate flag, but should not be able to burn the American flag. I'm going to need a real reason because the Confederate flag, again, is probably more of a fuck you than burning the American flag to the United States.
Well, you can burn the Confederate flag. That's the difference.
No, I'm saying should you be able to fly it? Because flying the Confederate flag is in opposition to the United States and to the veterans of the United States, is it not? Because the Confederacy are traitors, right? Let alone they supported slavery.
I would say if the Confederates won, then it wouldn't be treasonous.
What? They would still be treasonous even if they won.
No.
What?
No, they...
What? What's treason? They give the superpower. Thank you so much. What's treason? What's treason?
What's treason?
Yeah.
Treason is going against your own country.
Sierra, thank you so much for the $10 on Cash App. Thank you so much. So you say that treason is going against your own country. The Confederacy went against our country, did they not? That's treason, right?
The Confederacy believed in what they believed.
So that doesn't mean that
did the Union.
Yeah, and so do the people who burn the American flag.
Which should be illegal. I don't know.
Why should it be illegal? Okay, I want you to give me a relevant different. Give me a reason, right, that it should be illegal to burn the American flag, but it should not be illegal to fly the Confederate flag. I want that reason.
America was built on treason.
Okay, so then why should it be illegal to burn the American flag?
Because that's bro. Because the American flag stands for so much more than the things
The Confederate flag don't stand for a country.
It quite literally did, right? Stand for particularly like a nation that was trying to break away from the United States, the Confederate States of America.
That's not existing.
The Confederacy didn't want to break away. The Confederate wanted to take over.
That breaking away and taking over are also things that can be compatible. It broke away, and then it wanted to take them over.
Yeah.
Park, I think you agree with me too.
It's not just a piece of
No,
fabric.
it should not be illegal to burn the American flag.
No,
You said you were a
also-
proponent of the Constitution, but now you want to go against the Constitution specifically for this. Let alone you won't go against the Constitution for literally people who fly the Confederate flag. That's just such a crazy thing to me. You have no relevant difference. Neither of you could name it. You guys are sitting here fucking literally flopping like floppers, bro. Literally floppers, bro. Can you give me an argument?
It's for what the American flag stands for.
Which is? I mean, it's objective, right? So surely whatever answer both of you give will be the right answer, right? Or the same answer.
Yeah, all of our dead military members that have died for our country.
Okay. What's the other guy's answer?
The flag stands for our country. The Confederate flag stands for the rebellion against our country. One has a good meaning, the other doesn't.
But you don't want to do away with the Confederate one?
You can burn the Confederate one. You shouldn't be able to.
Okay, the same as why you can burn the United States flag.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because they stand for
what it stands for.
It doesn't matter what they stand for. It's within your right to free speech to burn said flag, either flag.
So do you believe we have unlimited freedom of speech in America?
I don't know that we do, and I don't know that that constitutes freedom from consequence. Like, for example, we have something called the Brandenburg test, which is whether or not a speech is intended to incite violence, and whether or not a reasonable person would know that said violence would occur. It's why you can't say fire in a crowded building or bomb in an airport. So no, you don't have unequivocal free speech.
Or if I say something on TikTok or a social media platform, I could get banned.
That's not government. That's private company.
Ran by who?
TikTok, or ran by Facebook, or ran by like Google.
So
those are all private companies. We're technically in their private space, even though these are seemingly public areas.
So the government doesn't have influence over what we're allowed to say on social media? You don't think
Why would you want to disrespect all of the fallen military members by burning the flag?
Why would you want to disrespect all? Yeah, why would you want to disrespect all the fallen military members by disrespecting the United States of America by flying the Confederate flag? Crickets. Interesting. Interesting
Also,
that
it's
you
worth
apply it in
noting-
one scenario but not the other.
It's worth noting that said fallen service members that you reference so often fought for that right for you to burn the flag.
We don't have freedom of speech though.
Yeah, we
That didn't answer what I just said. Like, are they or are they not fighting to preserve your right to flag burn?
Nah, in their head, not in their heads, they weren't thinking that.
Have they voiced that?
Isn't that the Constitution? Think of the Gus. Thank you. That's literally what the Constitution
If you were
is.
to go in front of a vet and burn a flag, that would have an extreme issue with you.
Yeah.
Not all vets.
That
have
doesn't mean
issue.
that it's
That's not
lawless.
true. There are vets that have burnt the American flag.
The
Right.
exceptions don't disapprove the rule.
That's not the rule, though. The rule is that you can flag burn. You're saying, in fact, your statement just now is the exception, which is not flag burning. That's the exception. The rule is you can burn a flag.
He said some veterans may not have a problem with it. That's not most veterans.
Right, but all veterans recognize your right to burn a flag.
That doesn't mean they agree with it.
You don't have to. That would be why it is subjective.
Can you give me a source that indicates that most veterans think it should be illegal?
Well, no, you can't. Well, no.
If you can't give that to me, then why are you basing this on what veterans think?
One, because I am a vet, and most of my friends are vets from being in the service, and we all
Okay,
have.
look up
like,
Texas v.
like,
Johnson,
so-
1989, and come back to me, okay?
Okay, I wanna ask Parker a question. So, do you think the government have an influence on what we're allowed to say on social media?
Well, to a particular extent, like you can't like go on here and like threaten plenty of things, like if there are violent actions.
So we're speaking about. So you validated my point on we don't have freedom of speech anyway.
Okay, well then why are you then again? If you're saying that, then you're not saying that the Constitution is justified. If you're not saying the Constitution is justified, well then why do you think it should be okay to fly the Confederate flag then? Why do you think that people should have free speech to support slavery, to support treason and being traitorous to the United States?
I'm saying, I'm saying you shouldn't look at America not tolerating burning the flag as bad. That's what I'm saying.
I do think that you should be able to burn the American flag, and I don't think you should go to a prison for a year. I think that's wildly fucking insane. Okay?
I think it should be more than a year.
I just got live restricted, bro. TikTok is so fucking
I didn't do
annoying. It. Yeah, I know it's not you, obviously, but TikTok is so frustrating.
I think it should be more than a year, personally.
Why?
For what it represents.
But what's the crime?
Burning the American flag should be a crime.
Well, it's not a crime. Okay, why should it be a crime?
For what the flag stands for.
What it stands for is subjective. We've already agreed to that. You can say that it stands for fallen service members. I can just as easily say it stands for U.S. imperialism.
Brian, think of the subscription, Brian.
Both of us can be right in our own minds, but that doesn't make that any less illegal.
Everyone's saying I'm a fake vet. I was in the Marine Corps.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I can still burn a flag.
So I'm for freedom of speech. It's just I don't feel
It's
like
not that kind.
I don't think you should have a problem with America giving out punishments for it because you live in America.
Because that's a violation of your idea of unequivocal free speech. I mean, how is it not? Okay, well, I tried, Parker. I tried. They're not answering, so I don't know what the fuck to do at this point. You know?
Massage, thank you. Yeah, they're like literally lost. Do either of you have an argument you want to give, or should I just go on to the next person?
Yeah, so you
argument about the flag?
So, anything, bro. You guys literally just have nothing.
So you were saying that America has done bad. So you kind of validated what I was saying earlier. You were saying that America was meddling with foreign affairs. Is that what you were saying, Parker?
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah, but
I said a little more than that, but
yeah. I was saying earlier that Trump was trying to avoid.
Margaret, thank you for the $25 on Cash App. Thank you so much, Margaret. I really appreciate it.
All right, so if you're so pro-Constitution about burning the American flag...
Holy fuck, dude, I'm not pro-Constitution. I was asking if you were, bro. I don't give a fuck about the Constitution.
It's just a test of your own consistency.
So then what are your guys' viewpoints on guns?
Yes.
What's your viewpoint on Trump draft dodging? Judge, I appreciate the couch potato.
So Jaden.
Okay, I'm just gonna kick both of them off.
Okay.
They both have no clue what's going on. Like, they're literally so lost. Also, this age restriction is so annoying because it took so long for this live to send out too. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Are you feeling better? You sound better.
I do feel a bit better, but I still have got COVID.
Lame. Chasing. Okay.
All right, let's get the next person. Everyone, only send a guest request if you will vote for Trump in 2024. If you want to support me or Jaden, Venmo, Cash App in the bio, everyone.
Thank you. Everybody tap that screen. Get us up to 1 million likes.
Yo, Cassie, thank you so much for the $5 on Cash App. Thank you so much.
Andrew. Remember Andrew Tate? Whatever happened to him? What's up, Andrew?
He got
okay.
He got completely taken off the internet.
Haha, loser.
For the free speech platforms. Yo, so how old are you? Hello?
Hey, yeah, I'm pro-Trump.
Oh, why so?
How you doing?
Yeah, why are you voting Trump?
Why am I voting Trump?
Yeah.
My biggest reason is because before Biden took office, gas in my hometown was $1.78 because Trump had everything drilled in the United States. Also, groceries wasn't 40 or 50% higher. The inflation rate was 1.4, 1.9 when Trump left, and then when Biden got in, it went up to 9%. No, there's many reasons. I don't base mine on feelings, whether or not Trump hurt my feelings. And I think
I think you kind of are here though, because this is a
Hurt your
correlation.
Yeah.
This is a correlation causation fallacy. Just because two things are associated doesn't mean one caused the other. Like, what did Biden do specifically to cause inflation?
So I can tell you exactly. Well, first thing when he shut down the pipeline, and
Nope.
when it started going overseas, yes.
Nope, that
No,
wasn't
so-
operational. That was
No,
shut
that-
down in 2018 by Brian Morris, and then reaffirmed in 2020 by Trump's appointed Supreme Court.
No.
It was pumping tar sands from the.
Biden
Yes,
done
this was pumping
74
tar
executive
sands.
orders.
This was pumping crude tar sands from Canada to the Gulf. This was not operational, was not open, and was shut down under Trump. If we want to talk about what Donald Trump did to spur higher gas prices, this is the OPEC agreement that preceded the Biden administration. Cut oil production 10 million barrels per day.
It didn't go up preceding him.
I'm saying it went up after that deal due to the scale back of oil production.
It was due to 74. It was 74, 79 when he was doing the border, and that's exactly when he redone all of Trump.
We're talking about gas here,
Yes,
but
yes.
Donald Trump's OPEC agreement scaled back oil production across 2 years by 9 million barrels per day.
Yeah, overseas we were drilling here. We were
Right.
self-sufficient.
We trade with OPEC nations. It's cheaper for us to import it here. But if we want to talk drilling, Joe Biden's expanded drilling in the Gulf. He's handed off more offshore drilling permits than Donald Trump did. We opened up the Willow Project.
I disagree. They may have opened them up, but they've not. They put the same burden on the companies and making it where they can't drill there. So they can open up as many as they want to open up. but
No,
if
they've
have
expanded
regulations-
those drilling
If you're
permits.
going to have regulations on them, it ain't going to do any good.
I don't know what you mean. We've expanded drilling across the board. We're more energy independent now than we were under Trump. Up 50 times more in terms of oil leases.
No, we're not. We're buying more.
Yes, we are. I'm giving you the cold hard facts.
You're making it out like that Biden's drilling more, but it's not. We're
Because
buying
he is. Here you go. Joe Biden has approved nearly 50% more oil and gas drilling permits for wells and federal lands since taking office over any other point in Donald Trump's presidency in the first 3 years.
Yeah, but
So
how
from the
many of
Interior
those are
Department.
actually drilling oil? It's a very
50% more of those are actually drilling oil.
It's a low percentage compared to what was drilling when Trump.
No.
A
They've
50%
actually-
increase?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
There's a 50% increase in leases that were signed.
Yeah, no.
In drilling permits.
Yeah, drilling
Right,
permits
but
increase.
they never drilled because of regulations.
Yes, they did
Those
drill.
leases were signed, and more regulations were put on.
No, that's not how it works.
So you can go with the same electric car scenario. They give $7 billion to put these chargers up, but Biden's regulations, that $7 billion still sitting there because the regulations are so bad that they can't even get them put in.
I'm telling you, we have
Give me a source
increased
that indicates
our.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say again,
Give me one source that indicates that.
that they hadn't put in the charging station.
No. What?
And
Name
that's
what you
what
just
you-
said again. Say what you just said one more time.
All right, the bill for the $7 billion, the reason
You said
they
it's
had-
still being held because of the regulations, right?
Yeah, the
Now give me a
regulations.
single source that indicates that.
is if you go back and you look at the actual bill where they released the $7 billion, inside the bill, you'll see that it was because of all the stipulations they put on, like you either had to be a minority or a trans, and they list
What?
all these things.
Stop.
I need a
stop,
source. You're just like Lily
stop,
bullshitting.
Stop.
The source is the damn bill.
No,
it's not.
Yes, it is. Go read the
No,
bill.
it is not.
I read the bill. Go read the bill.
Stop. You absolutely haven't.
Yes, I have. Go read the bill.
I promise
What
you.
bill?
I didn't.
It's the bill for the $7 billion because that's what I went back and
What's
looked.
the name
why
of
they
it?
Put it in. The chart
bill?
is something. I mean, I don't have another thing to look it up right now, but it's where he's putting the charger station, $7 billion bill, and you can look 6.9 point something is still sitting in that account, and that's
Yeah.
been.
So he's just going to keep making the claim over and over again, and we're never going to get a source. So you have no base for the claim.
I told you.
Are you talking about the infrastructure bill? Infrastructure bill
Yeah, it's in the infrastructure bill, but
has nothing to do with them being trans or black or whatever the fuck else you said.
Yes, they put stipulations.
This is
in
just
there.
this is just an expansion into EV charging stations at the tune of $7 billion.
Yeah, like why would that have anything to do with whether or not someone is trans? Like that, like, I'm sorry, but like that was one of the wildest things you said just to be able to act like you knew what you were saying. Like that was like actually so crazy.
That's what y'all done this whole time. I'm just trying to tell you that in that bill that
What's the correlation?
they made stipulations. to
Those
who
were not
could put those
stipulations
in.
that were listed in it. I promise you that.
Well, let me be precise. Regulations. This is what you have to do.
They were not regulations.
Go look it up.
No, those were not regulations.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
The only way you can do it is if you abide by those.
How many branches of government are there?
How many what?
Branches of government.
3.
What are they?
Congress, Senate, and judicial.
No.
No.
Or judicial,
No.
House, and presidency.
Nope.
What is it?
It's judicial, legislative, and executive.
Well, that's the White House. That's
Executive is going to be
Executive is the White House.
Yeah. Okay. So, can you name me one policy Donald Trump influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class?
Yeah, the tax cut helped me. I'm middle class.
The Tax Cut and Jobs
Saved
Act
me about
decreased.
$3,000 a year.
The Tax Cut and Jobs Act decreased after-tax income for the lowest quintile and for the middle class, with the overall effect of the tax policy, and increased it for the top 1% and top 0.1% in the highest quintile. So it increased the tax burden on the lowest quintile and the middle class, while increasing it for the top 1%, top 0.1% in the highest quintile. That's literally the effect of the tax policy.
So why do we want to hurt? I'm not part of the 1%, but why do we want to hurt the 1% who creates jobs for the people that Democrats seem like they want to help?
Since we've adopted trickle-down economic policy, we've seen wages not increase with productivity. So they'll only increase wages with inflation insofar as that they can get away with it, but they're not going to increase it as long as it doesn't give them extra like profit.
Wages will increase anytime that you have when you have a need for workers, like the company I'm with. We pay very high wages because we need good quality workers. So wages are going to go up. Now, if you're talking about a burger flipper at McDonald's, where people start out at, then yeah, that's going to be a low wage. But I think
No, look, wages used to
See
go
that?
up with productivity. Here, let me turn off this. I hate how TikTok does this. It's like so frustrating. I have to do this every time. You see how they were going together up until around the 80s? And then right after the 80s, they separate. You see that?
Yep.
That's productivity. That the blue line above the other one is the dark blue line is productivity. So productivity is increasing at a faster rate than wages. When prior, they increased with wages.
So what's your fix to it?
My point is that trickle down economic policy.
Well, my point is if you don't have the 1%, they're not going to build companies, and they're not going to employ workers.
We're not saying
the only workers they
1%,
employ are
like-
lobbyists.
Do what?
We're not
The
saying
only
to
workers they've employed. Go ahead, Parker.
We're not saying to eliminate the 1%.
No, I'm saying that if you tax them to death, they're just going to go.
We're not
overseas.
taxing them to death either. We're just taxing them a fair share, right? Literally historic levels of taxation rates, right? Taxes have decreased for the top 1% over time.
And what that graph showed you prior to that split was that we had higher marginal tax rates for the 1%, effective something like 90% per the Eisenhower administration. That kept wages on par with what CEOs were making, at least a 20 times difference. Today, it's about 300 to 500 difference.
Well, let me say to you this way. I've been in construction for 28 years. Every time a Democrat gets in office, we can see how our business drops dramatically. Every time a Republican gets in, building always booms. Because the 1%, the money people, when Republicans in their office will build and they will expand.
You know that's bullshit, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but like that's just so ridiculous.
Are we on infrastructure now?
No, I was just saying that I'm in the construction business, and I can tell when a Democrat's in office, but it's going.
Yeah,
up.
because we get shit done. We just passed the $1.5 trillion infrastructure bill.
Yeah, that ain't doing nothing.
It ain't doing nothing. It
No, it's not doing
de-leaded
nothing.
pipes across this country. It invested into rail transit, and electric
it's not doing
vehicles,
nothing.
and weatherizing and retrofitting buildings so that there's cleaner energy and less energy costs to go into that.
I mean, you would think if you was going to do an
Expanded
infrastructure,
broadband.
electrical infrastructure, something that really meant something to the American people.
This does. The fact that most of the people on this app have fucking 3.5G internet is why we're expanding into that. Is why we're making this full-on public investment into infrastructure for internet and broadband expansion, more cellular towers, things like that.
Yeah, we've been doing that for the last 12 years.
No, we haven't.
No, we have.
We haven't had the funds. We're doing it
Okay.
now on a wider scale.
I got elected as county commissioner in 2012, and I live in a real rural area, and we were putting fiber in back in 2012.
Well, guess what? We've got more money to do that now.
But I'm just, you said it didn't, but I mean, we've been doing this for years.
Who was
Getting
president
back
then?
to the rural area. Do what?
Who was president then?
Obama.
Obama.
Hey, so Democrats.
Yeah. Obama sucked, but he was there. Yeah.
He sucked so hard he got you that expansion.
Name
to
one
infrastructure.
policy that Obama passed that you disagree with.
Well, Obamacare is the biggest one that I couldn't stand. Made my interest.
How come Trump didn't replace it and repeal and replace?
I don't know. Just ask him that.
Yeah, how come he didn't drain the swamp? How come he didn't make Mexico pay for the wall?
Well, the wall went up. But he just didn't get 4 years to complete it. So that's the reason I hope he gets elected again. I hope he builds the wall and then kicks out everybody who come over here illegally. Because
If you complain about
illegally,
inflation now, then that's what's going to be a result.
pay
A
food.
direct result is a higher deficit because immigrants keep costs down, keep paying into the system that they don't take out in services. That's what we're going to be subsidizing, is the lack of migrant presence in our economy.
You really think the illegals don't take out of services?
They pay more into taxes than they receive in services, yes. By about $555 billion.
I've seen hospitals shut down because of them, schools shut down because of them.
What schools?
Hospitals, because like hospitals have to take them, certain hospitals, if they receive federal funding. And those hospitals, I've seen in my state, the state of Alabama, there's been several hospitals that had to shut down because they had so many illegal mothers coming in and having children. So
Give me a source.
it's kind of hard for me to say, see that
Have a source.
it's not,
Can I have a source?
for the hospital.
A source for the claim that you just made.
Like I said, I got on here just to have a good discussion with you, but I didn't lay out my sources. I don't have Google beside of me.
Here, I have one for you. This is the Congressional Budget Office, and a new analysis that found a continued surge of net migration from 2021 through 2026 could help lower the nation's deficit by $900 billion, and revenues would increase by $1.2 trillion.
So
Seems like an investment.
Yeah.
Immigrants in our economy decrease our deficit.
Oh no, I don't think anybody has a problem with immigrants coming here.
What?
The problem.
Well, you want to deport all of
illegal.
them.
Yeah, no, I said the illegal.
You said all of them a moment
No,
ago.
I said the illegals.
But even if we took out all of the undocumented immigrants here, that would still be a drain on our economy.
Then they can turn
You
around.
can't say that produce and cost of groceries are bad now when the labor that goes into picking those things, that goes into farming those things, is going to be depleted.
I tell you what.
That's a labor shortage in real time.
I think you know a lot. How many?
Well, I don't assume.
How many illegals come in during 4 years Trump was in office per day?
I don't know.
We do know that since the new adoption of the executive order, that border crossings have gone down to rates in which were consistent prior to Biden's administration, since the border executive order.
So that's what I'm saying is if they were 2,500,
So what border problem actually? Because if we have a border problem right now, then we had a border problem under Trump.
we've had a border problem since I've been alive.
So there was a border problem under Trump's administration?
Yeah, they was always a border. What I'm saying, he reduced it.
So no, he actually oversaw the largest increase in migrants.
We also have the same level of border crossings that we did under Trump's administration. So how do you decrease it if it's lower now?
It's not lower now.
It literally is. I just told you. I can give you a source from Politico that indicates the border crossings are the same as what they were prior to Biden being in office.
I don't know how you're saying that because on the news they're showing anywhere from 2,500 to 12,000 a day.
No, again, I just told you. Since the new border executive order, there has been a decrease.
That's what I'm talking about. Since Biden went out here and acted like he done the executive order.
Not act. He did. Look up specifically. Guess how much border crossing numbers plummeted after Biden put in a new policy. It's from Politico. And it says the daily crossings have fallen below 2,400. That is the lowest level since January 17th, 2021, right before the president took office.
Well, I think there was 2,500 a day is what he said that he wouldn't allow more than 2,500 a day.
Yeah, that's his cap.
Yeah, so
and that's encounters, not crossings.
12,000.
I'm sorry?
We've been averaging like 10 or 12,000.
Right. He's opting to cut it down to about 1,200 a day.
That's what I'm saying. But the bill was at 2,500. He can't even keep that one. So,
yeah, Republicans agreed to that bill. Republicans wrote that bill. This is Senator Langford's bill.
Well, I ain't got a lot of stock in him either, to be honest with you.
He's a Trump supporter.
Well, still don't have stock in him.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not one. It's just because somebody votes for Trump, I love him. I'm just saying, when I look at Trump and Biden, Trump would do a hell of a lot better job than Biden. Biden can't even stay awake long enough to do a good job.
Trump couldn't stay awake during his trial that he lost.
He was awake.
Well, he would have seen the fucking fact that he lost.
Well, we still don't know if he lost for sure. We'll wait.
He did. 34 counts.
Wait till the appellate court or Supreme Court gets done, and then it'll be over.
Supreme Court won't preside over this. This is a state case.
They will when the appellate court.
They won't. This isn't an instance of case law. They wouldn't be taking it up to them. That's not how it works. But what grounds would he have to appeal?
Because they illegally trumped up those charges.
How did they illegally trump up the charges?
Because they took a misdemeanor and then tried to make it a felony over election.
Do you know why they did that?
Yeah, because that's the only way they could get him.
No, because of the predicate crime. No, a predicate crime bumps it up to a felony. Makes it a Class C felony in the state of New York.
Yeah, that's not them changing law. That's literally just
that
how
is
it's
the
applicable.
law.
Yeah, it's literally just how
Never
it's applicable.
been done.
Yes, it has.
No.
Yes, it has.
On CNN, the Clinton
This is New York law.
saying it had never been done before.
Well, that's bullshit, and you shouldn't be trusting CNN anyways because you don't believe in them.
Well, I'm just telling you that they said on CNN they're.
Well, they can say what they want. That doesn't make it true. They're not experts.
Well, I mean, just because you say it don't make it true. I don't know who.
Right. The addition of an underlying crime or a predicate crime bumps it up from a misdemeanor to a Class C felony.
What bumped it up?
So there were 3 underlying crimes that the jury specified. One had to do with tax fraud, one had to do with an FEC violation, and the other one had to do with influence of an election.
Right. And that one should have never been in there because that's a federal crime.
Okay, well then the 2 of them still being in there would make it the case.
All right, so
that it was bumped up to a felony.
If you took that one out, and then again,
you can still take that one out, right, and it would still be a felony.
How many times have you seen a judge say, "Here, I'm going to give you 3 things, and you can vote on whichever one, but you don't have to agree. As long as y'all agree on one of them, we're going to charge you."
Every case that goes before him is not Donald Trump's case.
I'm just saying this case has never been. There's never been a case like this in history.
Yes, most high-profile politicians don't pay off corn stars and then try to hide that through illegal means, and LLC set up specifically for hiding that. So I would think, yeah, this is a
actors
little
do it
bit
all the
new
time.
for us, isn't it?
Actors, politicians do it all the time.
Yes, the crime is not the hush money payments. It is the illegal concealment of it in the furtherance of an underlying crime.
But I don't think he illegally concealed it.
He did.
Why didn't they bring
Hence
the
the
accountant
document.
in?
That's literally what the court's determined. You just like deny reality.
No, I just think it's a bunch of bull crap. But
I
myself,
think
you don't know the
reality's-
case.
I think reality's bullshit.
I don't think it ain't really.
Just do what you said. Do what you said earlier for us, and look it up yourself.
I will. Yeah,
Okay. Read the jury verdict.
but I mean,
You can read the jury instructions
wanna
that
see-
specifies.
I want to see that if this has ever been done again, because like I
Why
said,
would I believe in reality when I can believe in my imagination?
Imagination.
I think the biggest thing is he, like I said, and I do need to look it up, but I based it off of CNN News that said that had never been tried in New York. So it just
This is the most. That's not true. This is the most prosecuted crime out of the Southern District of New York.
I'm sorry, someone said this. Why would I believe in reality when I can believe in imagination?
Imagination.
What do y'all want to do
Imagination.
when Trump wins?
What?
If that
This.
happens, I would do this. Yeah.
It's going to be funny because Trump's going to win this time.
How did that work out? The last 8 elections in a row that you guys lost.
We'll see this time.
Did it work out in 2018, in 2020, in 2022, and virtually every other off election that we've had, special election? No.
We'll see.
Oh, okay. No, we won't, because he's going to lose.
No, he ain't going to lose.
I know you guys think that.
Yeah.
How'd it work in 2020? You guys have won one popular vote in 34 years.
2020 was the only reason Biden won is because of COVID and the way everything was situated.
And because Trump was a shit president.
Wait, so do you think Trump won 2020?
Do what?
Do you think Trump won in 2020?
I do.
Of course. So what evidence do you have to justify that?
I don't have any. I just think
Yep.
that based upon the numbers that were coming in, he had won the election. Then all of a sudden, from 12 to 3 o'clock, all these ballots got spent, and then everything changed.
Listen, hearsay and conjecture are types of evidence, right?
I'm just telling you my opinion. And if it hurts your feelings, I'm sorry about that. But that's my opinion.
No, the facts are what hurt your feelings. He lost.
Yeah, that's why you can't believe them.
No, I can't believe Obama won either.
What? You can't believe
What?
Obama won? You think that Obama lost?
No, I'm saying the second term after the shitty job he did on the first 4 years, I really couldn't believe it. I would have swore he would.
Name one thing that he did that you disagree with.
I told you.
Just the Affordable Care Act, and Trump never brought it back.
Yeah,
Or,
I'm just
a
telling you,
repeal and replace. I
we're
mean,
not talking about Trump. We're talking about Obama. I said he's the one who single-handedly made middle-class people's insurance go up. Mine went up dramatically. My family's went up dramatically because I had to start paying for people who didn't want to work.
So you would rather Romney as president?
No, I didn't like him at all.
Okay, that's why he fucking lost.
Well, I mean, we can pick. I mean, I can tell you who the people that I like to see in there, but I'm just saying that Obama. You asked me what I didn't like about him, and I keep believing he didn't win.
well, if you don't like
Right.
either of them, I mean,
Because
I
you
don't know
didn't
what
like
to say.
Romney. That's why Obama won.
I voted for Romney, but I just didn't like him.
Okay. That was the sentiment across this country. Romney was less popular, hence less votes.
Isn't that funny how that works, class?
Anyways.
Oh, okay. All right. Next person. All right. Let's get this next person up here. Please only send a guest request if you will vote for Trump in 2024. We're age restricted as fuck, everyone. So do tap that screen. I might hit a restart at some point, but it was really slow on the send out today, so I don't even know if I want to. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
Yep, 38.
Are you voting Trump?
I am voting Trump.
Why so?
I mean, if you really look at it, I mean there's a lot of reasons I would say, but I mean, look at Trump whenever he was in office. I mean, first and foremost, I mean, I truly do think that he is a patriot. He's a businessman. I mean, why in the world would Trump actually run for president? I mean,
He wants power. He wants to get rid of his crimes.
Okay, well, I mean,
And the enrichment
well, I mean,
by the office of president.
Okay, well, I was more talking about like the first time he ran for president.
Yeah, the
He's
enrichment
one of the
part.
most. He's one of the most.
Katie, thank you for the galaxy.
The
Thank you so much,
profiteering.
Katie.
He's one of the most richest man in the world. He could literally just be done with all of his business.
Yeah, but he wanted to cut his own taxes. He wanted to enrich his brand. He
Wait, he
wanted
could-
to profit off the
Actually,
office.
here, he could have done that from the very beginning. He never had to work in his life. His dad gave him a $400 million inheritance. He could have just lived off of that. Been
Okay,
completely fine.
well,
Why
let's
didn't he do
go.
that?
Well, let's go with that.
Answer the question. Why didn't he do that?
Well, exactly.
He wants more money and power. There you go. So,
Okay, well, let's go with that. Okay, he didn't have to work. He could stop working at any point in time, and he could just go to an island, right?
he could have done that from the very beginning.
Exactly. But he chose to run for president. He chose to do one
He
of the
chose
most,
to continue working his whole life.
probably one of the most undesirable jobs in the United States, right? I mean, like let's be real.
That's
like
obviously not true.
being president is probably not the easiest job in the world, right?
It's definitely not undesirable, though.
I agree with that. Yeah, it can be desirable, but if you're going to run for president and you're going to be president of the United States, like you have to absolutely understand that life is just going to be unbelievable for you for the rest of your existence, right? You're going to be scrutinized no matter if you're on the left or the right. Everything that you do, I mean, you have to do it for a reason. This was a man that never held political office in his life before this, right? So that's one. Two, I mean, he is a great businessman. I mean, you got to give him.
Can you name one?
I know that's why he was fined $600 million for falsifying of his records.
Yeah, and can you name one great businessman that has 6 bankruptcies?
Well, I kind of think that a lot of businessmen and celebrities and.
Can you name one great businessman that has 6 bankruptcies?
6? Not off the top of my head, but I do know that people in power with lots of money actually use bankruptcies to their favor in business or their lifestyle or what have you, right? I mean, that's a fact. I mean, that's probably for the left and the right, right? I mean, if you got a lot of money and you see a loophole or something like that, I mean, both people on the left and right do that. I mean, it's out there, you know. But you know, as far as Trump, I mean, as far as I mean, that's not the only reason. That's kind of controversial. What I said,
But 6,
kind of my
6.
feeling.
I get filing for bankruptcy once or twice or something like that if you're a great businessman, but 6 times?
50 years of persistent fraud, 34 counts of falsifying business records.
Well, I mean, if we're going to go down that road, I feel like we can kind of scrutinize just about everybody that's gotten money, even Joe
Really?
Biden.
But 6 bankruptcies?
I mean,
You could have
6
taken the money that
bankruptcies.
Trump got, put it in the S&P 500, and you would have had more money than he gave specifically. If I put $400 million into the S&P 500 right now in 55 years, how long it would take for me to be about Trump's age, I would have $9.8 billion by increasing by 6% a year, which is on the lower end of the S&P 500.
I feel like that's absolutely true. I mean, yeah, but I mean, look at Trump compared to me, you, or as a businessman.
Yeah,
Very
our dads
successful.
didn't give us $400 million.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I definitely wasn't born with a silver spoon. But I mean, and it's not just that. I mean, I understand what I said is a little bit controversial, but I mean, you have to look at everything. His foreign policy, all that. Like I was listening to the gentleman that was here before, and I understand, but when he was talking about the border crisis, and you were putting up the argument of, under Biden's administration, it decreased. Have you looked at any of the policies that Trump put in order, during his presidency?
Yeah, I have looked at it.
Okay, so what about
Can you name me one policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class?
the Army National Guard had a mission with the border crisis during.
You're asking what policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class?
I'm sorry. What was that?
What policy did Donald Trump influence to get passed that benefit the middle class?
I don't mean this rudely, but it seems like every time I make a point, you ask that question, or anybody that makes a point on this live.
You just don't know how to policy, do you? I asked this to many people. Yes, I asked this to many people. That doesn't mean I'm asking this to get away from a point you made. I don't even know what point you would have made. I'm asking for a policy that he influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class.
Well, I feel like the point was that I brought up a topic of the border crisis under Trump that did a great thing and immediately switched.
Okay, so the border crisis. So you understand that we have about just as much as the encounters today, specifically, as we had when Trump was in office, due to the border policy that was just passed by Biden.
No, I don't think it was due to.
Miguel, thank you for the $6.66. Thank you so much.
I don't think it was due to the border policy that Biden just passed.
It absolutely was. I could send you an article from Politico right now.
I kind of think it had something to do with him deploying the Army National Guard on a mission to the border crisis that reflected these numbers dropping.
Well, that didn't happen.
Well, I kind of know that because I'm part of that organization, and it most certainly did. There's a lot of good, and there's a lot of U.S. members that sacrificed time with their families, went on in-state deployment for that mission, and did a lot of great things. That is not really a mission anymore. That actually really helped with that. How come that is not recognized?
Steven, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. Thank you so much. Well, wait, what specifically is not recognized?
How come that's not recognized? What he did in activating our men and women in uniform.
For one, because it's unconstitutional and they lack the jurisdiction to do so. Two, because it's a human rights violation and goes against Geneva Convention international law for asylum seeking.
Can you tell me how?
Because you have the right to proceed with asylum.
How do you have the right to seek asylum, though? How are you supposed to do it?
How are you supposed to seek asylum? Appear within the country of which you've applied to.
Are you okay? But what about people that want asylum that haven't went through the proper channels of doing so?
80% of them are rejected, and about 60% of them are deported.
Okay, but that's the rule, right? That's the law.
Well, that's what happens. I'm telling you what happens when asylum is rejected or it's done illegally,
right? But
improperly.
That's the law. But that's the law.
Right.
So you're saying stopping illegals from coming across the border,
undocumented,
against the undocumented, stopping undocumented people from coming into the country because they got rejected by people that we put in power to oversee these things is okay. And it's unconstitutional because we are following the law and we are upholding the law. It's unconstitutional to hold up the law.
It is unconstitutional to deny the law, which is the asylum process.
Okay, but if somebody applies to come here to seek asylum and their case is read and it's rejected and they decide to come over the border undocumented and break the law of the United States, and people, authorities, whatever authority is out there stops that, you're saying that's wrong or illegal?
Yes, it is illegal and unethical to impede upon the asylum process.
Okay, but the people that we put in power to decide if they get asylum says no.
No, they don't. That's not the law. You can use military tactics and deploy the National Guard. That doesn't dispel international and U.S. law on asylum seeking, just because you want to intimidate them. That is the law. You have the right to seek asylum.
Hey, look, I don't believe in intimidating or denying anybody. All I want to do is uphold the law. So if the let's for the sake of this conversation, let's just say that the officer in charge, paper comes across the desk and says this person is seeking asylum for this reason, and that person says no, and they decide to take it upon themselves to come across in an illegal manner that breaks our laws. That's unconstitutional. That's against the law. The whatever powers it be, whether it be the military, police, border patrol, for them doing their jobs, and the answer is no, that's wrong or against the law somehow?
Yes, that would be against the law, because that is using and deploying military in a jurisdiction that is not theirs.
Well, I'm not just talking about... Well, wait a minute. The military is to protect the United States. We're on our ground. Our police, our ICE, our border patrol is to...
Right, that is the jurisdiction of Border Patrol, not service members.
If President signs it into office.
He didn't sign it into office. Signing an order telling him to go there is not giving them that legal jurisdiction.
We didn't... The United States, the Army... Nobody went into Mexico or any other borders and stopped anybody from coming here. We stood on our ground and said, hey, you did not, you're not coming over here in a legal manner. So it's not illegal. If they did their paperwork and went through the proper channels and they got denied
asylum
for a reason, then that's not illegal or unconstitutional.
That's what I said. That's the asylum process.
Okay, so...
That is the legal migration that Donald Trump attempted to thwart at the border by deploying the National Guard.
No, that's not what happened.
That's also backed by the policy of Remain in Mexico, which expedited asylum seekers back which their origin country.
The National Guard never had any control over any paperwork or decision making.
That's my point, which is why it was unconstitutional and beyond the jurisdiction of them to be there.
How is it unconstitutional for us to be
for the reasons you just said? The reason you just said.
I'm sorry. I'm honestly failing to understand. How is it unconstitutional for our military, our police, our border patrol to be on our ground and protecting people from coming over?
Because asylum seekers are not a threat. That is the legal process, the legal stipulation for you to cross over into the United States.
So are you saying that it is perfectly legal for somebody that's undocumented in this country to cross the border, not going through the proper channels, not going through the legal manner, and it's illegal for us to stop them when they're not following the rules that your president still has in order?
What rules are you talking about?
Joe Biden even does not have a policy where people can come over, not going through the proper channels, not getting acceptance into the United States. They do. He does. There is no policy saying that you can, if you're seeking asylum and you need to cross and all this, if it's in that dire of a situation, I think you have to go straight to the border and give them your case right there. You can't just cross illegally.
First of all, for the fucking people telling me I'm wrong, I'm absolutely not. Here's the process. Applicant must be physically present at the United States at any port of entry along the border. Okay, that's the first part. Second part comes application. You have to fill out an I-58 form.
Exactly. So for the people that are not doing that, and the people that are being stopped coming in illegally, undocumented people coming in illegally, it is not unconstitutional. It is not illegal for us to take.
It is unconstitutional to deny them an asylum claim without that proper screening.
Okay, yes. But it is on them to go through those proper channels, those proper screenings.
Which they've gone about doing that. If you haven't processed them through the asylum system and have arbitrarily booted them or backed them off due to military presence, then yeah, that would be going against asylum law.
Right. So anybody that crosses over...
I'm kind of done with this. I'm pretty done explaining this over and over.
Yeah, I've already been done with this, Gus. That guy's been annoying me for a bit. That's why I wasn't speaking. I don't even want to have that conversation. You didn't answer any questions. So. All right, yo, thank you for the head mustache. Thank you so much. I appreciate Scott. All right, let's go to the next person. Everyone, only send a guest request if you will vote for Trump in 2024, y'all. Yo, what's up, Howdy?
Hey, sorry. No, I was just, I'm not. I'm a Democrat. I was just getting really upset.
Appreciate you coming up. Only send a guest request if you will vote for Trump in 2024, y'all. We're here just looking for some debates, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, it's not accepting this person. Let me try the next. Evan, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Evan. I really appreciate that. W. Evan. All right. I'm so annoyed with TikTok fucking age restricting me every day. Like, I swear to God, it happens every fucking day. It's so frustrating.
Here's from the USCIS. Arrive in the U.S. Apply for asylum. Fingerprinting and background check. Receive an interview notice. Though these are the steps. What's up, Barbara?
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Someone in the comment section that said, then delete your account. Wow, that sounds like a great idea, dude. Sounds like that definitely
Delete
fixes
my
issue.
account?
Yeah,
Well, what would your mom
dude.
fixate on when she's restless at night?
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Bro, what the fuck? Only send a guest request if you will vote for Trump in 2024, y'all. We are just looking for some debates. Let me get on to the next person. Again, everyone, please only send a guest request if you do disagree, y'all.
Patrick.
I'm so annoyed with TikTok.
Dude, me too. What'd you get banned for last night?
Just literally just general.
Lame.
All right. Let me go to the next person, y'all. Please only send a guest request if you do disagree, y'all. Yeah, I could join Harry. That's always possible. We could always do that. I think I might do that if the next, like, fucking few guests don't work.
Okay.
I'll probably text him before they'd ask.
Cool.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
33.
Do you want to vote for Trump in 2024?
Yeah, I plan on it.
Why so?
Well, I live in a rural area of the country, and just what he did for, I think he signed an executive order on framework for ag biotechnology products. And investing $38 billion in clear water infrastructure. He cares about veterans, the Forever GI Bill, allowing veterans to use their benefits at any point in their lives.
That was the 2014 Veterans Expansion Bill under Obama.
What's your source on that?
The 2014 Veterans Healthcare Bill.
Well, I thought it was a
Here,
Forever
a
GI
second.
Bill.
Sorry, what was your claim, Cole?
I thought it was.
Can't hear you when you swipe out of the app.
Yeah, this is the VA Resources Bill under Obama. Veterans Access to Care Through Choice, Accountability, and Transparency Act of 2024 provides Department of Veterans Affairs resources to improve access and expand access quality care to veterans.
I'll have to look into that further. Well, a couple other things. Doubled the standard deduction for married couples. The first $24,000 you earned.
Are you talking about through the
tax-free.
Tax Cut and Jobs Act?
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to look at the overall effect of the bill, there was a decrease in after-tax income for the lowest quintile and for the middle class with the overall effect of the tax policy, and it increased for the top 1%, top 0.1%, and the highest quintile. So, it quite literally took money from poor people in the middle class and gave it to rich people with the overall effect of the bill.
Well, it helped me and my wife because we weren't taxed on the first $24,000, and then he doubled the child credit as well. So
You're not understanding that with the overall
That was
effect of the
Biden.
bill, you're negatively impacted.
I did not feel that on my tax returns.
It's still Trump tax policy.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, my specific situation, I didn't see that. Like, it benefited us.
Okay, well, that's like, if you're in the middle class or the lowest quintile, then that's just not true. With the overall effect of the bill.
Okay.
And I can send you two distributional analyses, one from the Tax Policy Center and the other one from the Joint Committee on Taxation that indicate this.
Well, I can look it up. And then, Jaden, I was in your live the other day.
Oh, yeah?
You were saying something about, like, Trump can't even stand up on his own merit. I think the debate was on
I mean,
Joe
it's
Biden.
true. It's true. Have you seen the guy's center of gravity?
Physical and cognitive ability. Well, I think it's disingenuous for you to call out that about Trump, but you can't recognize Joe Biden's deficits.
No, I absolutely do. I recognize that he's older, he has a stutter, and has had a lifelong stutter. But Donald Trump is increasingly saying things that are divorced from reality. And if you watched my live last night, I gave you all the scenarios. He thinks that CVS pharmacies have toothpaste and soap behind glass and barricades. He says that windmills kill whales, and he says he was endorsed by Hannibal Lecter. You guys can say those are jokes, they don't make any fucking sense, but on the day, his statements make less and less sense.
Hey, I'm with you. Trump says a lot of dumb shit. I'm not like Trump is the best. I totally understand voting for a sexual or a SAer. I get all that. But for you to just say that he can't stand on his own merit, I'm a physical therapist, doctor of physical therapy. I've studied neurological deficits. I've treated hundreds of patients with multiple sclerosis, Guillain-Barré syndrome, studied gait abnormalities for the last 8 years of my life. And you can't tell me that Joe Biden, his gait is even close to normal and that there's not something neurological going on.
You'd have to be the one to diagnose that, but you're not the doctor, nor are you for Donald Trump. So I just made a passing comment, which the background said Donald Trump can't ride a bike, and I said he can hardly stand up, and I don't know why you're taking this to the degree that you are.
No, I'm just saying.
Also, why are you trying to portray like a stutter as something bad?
I'm not. I didn't say anything about a stutter. I'm talking about his gait.
You're talking about his what?
I never once said his gait, how he walks. Gait abnormality, really common with folks that have neurological disorders. And I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, but we study musculoskeletal and neurological disorders and how the body functions and biomechanically more so than, like, it's been proven that we get more education on that than MDs. So I'm not saying I'm diagnosing Joe Biden with anything, but I was just saying, Jaden, it's very disingenuous for you to be like, oh yeah, Joe Biden's fine. Yeah, he can.
I never said that. I just acknowledged that he's older, that he has a speech impediment, that he's slowed down. Did I not? I also contrasted that to Donald Trump, who on the day is making increasingly bizarre and delusional statements.
Right, I hear you, man. I'm not talking about his speech. I'm talking about his.
What are you
gait
talking about?
And his balance, his equilibrium.
He had a hairline fracture in 2020 and it didn't heal correctly.
A hairline fracture in 2020.
Yes, he broke his foot.
You're talking to the wrong guy about bone healing. He would not still be having deficits on that.
When you're 80, yes, you would. You know your bones heal slower the more you age?
What bone did he break, Jaden?
I don't know which bone in his foot, but you can look up pictures. He had a boot for several weeks.
So, for instance, if you break your tibia, that bears 99% of the weight in your lower half. If you can have deficits for years on that. If he broke his fibula, you bear less than 1% of your weight on that bone. And if you fractured it, you would probably have no noticeable deficits. So what I'm getting at, what's that?
Your point?
Your point about his fracture is
okay. We're not talking about his leg. I said his foot.
Okay.
I don't know why you're giving me tibias.
What's tibias? What's that?
You just said it. What the fuck?
Oh, I thought you said tibia, like with a P.
No.
Sorry, I didn't understand you. Jesus.
Okay. We're not talking about his shins.
I was talking about his gait, man. In 4 more years, pause, like stuff like that.
Yes, so yes, and quickly, says President Trump. Yosemite Skylands, Covfefe hamburgers, airports in 1776. Doesn't compare, man. Doesn't compare.
It doesn't compare?
Does not compare, no.
That's, I mean, again, it's just disingenuous to say that Trump can't talk.
Then what is Donald Trump's excuse, okay? What is his excuse for 1776 airports?
He's an erratic bonehead. I mean...
And you want that?
I want somebody who can walk on his own and who...
He needed help going down a ramp.
And like I said, the tax stuff, it seemed to have benefited me and my family. I feel like Joe Biden's mental state, his mental acuity isn't what it should be to lead the country. And I just fear that that opens us up for corruption and for people behind the scenes actually getting policies involved.
The corruption is Donald Trump. He tried to forge his way back into power. He wants to be president for life. I don't know how you can immediately or just outright dismiss that and then focus and zero in on Joe Biden and not point to the very obvious and glaring problem with someone who thinks he won an election and still believes 8,000 dead people voted.
I don't believe that. So I don't.
Donald Trump does. Seems like he's cognitively impaired.
I understand. But I mean, to make the stretch that that's a cognitive impairment, I mean, that's just baseless.
I mean, you're making the stretch that Joe Biden's cognitively impaired and you've given me nothing. You haven't given me statements, you haven't given me instances, and I've quoted Donald Trump verbatim for shit he said and believes in, and that's not a sign for pause for you?
I've given you my evaluation of his gait.
Okay, well, you're not his doctor. Give me instances, please.
When he was walking, I mean, when he walks away from any podium.
When?
He has a shuffling gait. He has decreased heel strike, toe off pattern.
I just told you he broke his foot.
That has nothing to do with it.
Then what are you going on about? People have slower walks when they get older. Donald Trump is slower as fuck.
Jaden, I'm telling you.
And I'm taking shit that he's said and done while president and after president to make my conclusion that he's not well.
I've studied biomechanics and gait abnormalities.
I don't care. You haven't studied Joe Biden. And you're not looking at them empirically and objectively on this basis. Do you think there's any problem with Trump at all?
I've noticed nothing wrong with his ability to stand and walk from what I've seen. No.
He's always hunched over the podium. You'll see that tomorrow.
I mean, that's just very, I mean...
Okay. I'll just show you a picture of him standing, man.
Cole, can you name a policy that you like that Donald Trump influenced to get past that he benefit the middle class?
He ended the NAFTA and replaced it with the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement.
So is that a policy got passed through Congress?
Yeah, it guarantees the strongest environmental protections of any trade agreement in history.
Now you care about the environment and ignore the EPA rollbacks that happened under his watch. Look at that vision of perfect health. What would your diagnosis or assessment be about that?
I don't know. You tell me what's wrong with that.
His posture's fucked. His center of gravity is off, like I said.
His center of gravity is off and his posture is fucked.
Yes, he cannot stand up correctly.
Okay.
Anyways.
So, Cole, as it relates to the context of NAFTA, what particular aspect of it do you like? Or the USMCA?
The environmental protections.
Which ones?
I don't know specifically. I just
So you don't know the environmental protections at all? And yet you think that's the best part of it?
Yeah, if we're doing
So how did it benefit the middle class?
Donald Trump is not the candidate for environmental protections. Like, you're kidding yourself, man. Don't bullshit me. Stop.
And you're not one to comment on
Stop.
these
Donald
big
Trump did not
postures.
do anything to enrich the environment, man.
And you're the last one to talk
Cole,
about
he doesn't
people
believe in
being pushed.
climate change. Did you know that? He doesn't believe climate
Right.
change
He
is
thinks it's a
causing humans.
hoax fabricated by the Chinese.
I don't think climate change is a hoax, but I do think that the climate, if you look at it over thousands of years, we do have...
Not this fast. It's not supposed to change this quickly.
He pulled out of the Paris Climate Accord. He did away with air and pollution emissions, the Clean Water Act, the Clean Air Act, dumping of black coal ash into wastewaters and river systems.
He didn't invest over $38 billion in clean water infrastructure.
The clean water infrastructure was invested to a greater degree under Biden's policy specifically. Right? The
I don't care if it
infrastructure
was-
bill. What?
I don't care if it was greater under Biden's. I'm just stating.
If you're arguing it's a good thing and someone did it to a greater extent, wouldn't you say that's better?
How did? I mean, what? Why is some? You're asking me what I think is good that Trump's done. That's what I'm saying. If something Biden has done that's the same thing, but he's doing it better, that's good for him. I'm for America. If he does something better than Trump, I'm all about it.
Okay,
But you
well, then-
vote for Trump over the better policy.
Yeah, so like again, that's exactly what we're trying to say is that would be negatively impactful towards the middle class if you were to vote for that.
I mean, I think I don't think we're on the same page.
Well, do you want to give me a response to what I just said?
Run it back one more time for me.
So if it is the case that you see something better with Biden comparative to Trump with the particular claim that you just made, obviously you'd want to vote for Biden, else it would be worse off for the middle class, related to the
Right,
particular
so-
thing that you were mentioning.
Yeah. So if it's one particular thing, it's not just that thing, right? I mean, I do think Biden has done some good for the country. My concerns for him being president outweigh my concerns for Trump being president.
And what are those concerns?
His cognitive ability, like everybody claims, okay, he's all about Roe versus Wade and protecting women and.
So if you care about
children.
cognitive abilities, isn't that related to like a particular president's character? And Kate, thank you for the $10, and Seth, thank you for the 3.
And words.
No, I'm talking more about health. Just general.
Okay,
health,
his
not
gait
necessarily
is not
purpose.
cognitive ability. Stop saying that.
What's that?
Gait is not cognitive ability.
And health is a character quality, right? If you're talking for a president of the United States. So if you care about the character of Joe Biden, why don't you care about the character of Donald Trump, being that he's a proven sexual abuser, proven fraudster? He's been denying the election for the past few years with no sufficient evidence to indicate that he won. He said it was justified for him to walk into changing rooms of girls in Miss Teen USA because he quote unquote owns the place. He said he would date his daughter if it wasn't his daughter. He said he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. Things like that. Something is in common with his daughter is sex when she said real estate and golf.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't agree with any of that. But I mean, you can find personality, I guess, deficits in anybody if you look hard enough. I mean, Biden with his granddaughter that he never sees. I mean, you can really pick apart any candidate, right? I mean,
Wait, so again, but like the character is clearly worse under Donald Trump here, right?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's up for every person to decide for themselves.
Do you want to give a response to what I just said, though? Like, do you think if you don't think it's worse, then what's comparable?
I mean, I guess it depends on how much merit you put when you vote for a president, for a candidate, how much you put in their personality and how much you put towards their
Okay,
policy
so
and
like
ability.
violently assailting a woman and defaming her, defrauding a children's charity, a children's cancer charity, a veterans charity, HBCUs and a Holocaust memorial, 34 felonies for persistent election fraud, falsifying of business records.
When did he defraud all the things you're saying? Give us
2019 was when he defrauded a veterans charity, had to pay a $2 million settlement.
Do you have a source for that?
I sure do.
And two, like another thing that bothers me, what I was saying about
Just a second here. New York State Attorney General Donald Trump pays court-ordered $2 million for illegally using Trump Foundation funds. This impacted the Army Emergency Relief Children's Aid Society, that's the cancer charity, City Meals on Wheels, Given Hour, Martha's Table, the United Black College Fund, the United Way of National Capital Area, and the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum.
I'll have to look into that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sold on Biden. I think, he tries to stand for Roe versus Wade and all that. And then he says that if you don't get the vaccine, you're going to experience a winter of severe illness.
And we did.
I mean,
more unvaccinated people have died over vaccinated.
That's fear mongering. And
That's not. These are the numbers. 2 times more likely to die if you're unvaccinated versus vaccinated and double boosted. But if we want to talk Roe v. Wade and the protection thereof, more women, and this has come out recently from John Hopkins, more women have died of maternity death and more fetal death based on the lack of protection and access to abortion. I give you those studies here.
Yeah.
Yep. Study finds higher maternal mortality rates in states with more restrictions to abortion. I'll give you the numbers here. Researchers found that a higher score of abortion policy composite with a 7% increase in maternal mortality compared to states with lower abortion policy composite index.
I think abortion is a pretty nuanced topic, right? I think banning it completely, you definitely have to take into account the mother's health and the baby's health. But I think starting at a point where I disagree with a woman going and getting an abortion because it's going to be a financial burden on her. I think if we can find a way to, and I don't even know if it's possible, but if we could find a way to present those kinds of abortions, and I mean, if the mom's life is in danger, if it's just threatening either the mom or the child, and it's better for either one of them, then I think somebody should be able to consult with their doctor and make that decision.
Yeah, that's what they do, hence why they go about an abortion. If we're talking about the financial burden, it costs less to receive an abortion than it would be to carry to term and pay out those out-of-pocket expenses.
Right, but what I'm saying is I think in my point of view, I think it's wrong to have an abortion just for the fact that it's cheaper on you. You have consensual sex, hopefully. I mean, obviously, incest, rape, like those.
Didn't you just say it was more expensive?
What?
Didn't you just say it's more expensive?
No, I said if you're getting an abortion solely on the purpose of this is going to be more expensive for you, like this is going to be a financial burden on you, then I think we need to find a way to prevent that. But in a lot of other cases, I think, it's up to the mother carrying the child and their medical professional.
Okay, so you're pro-choice.
Yeah, but I think the starting point of, I think we need to find a middle ground. And I don't necessarily think that preventing abortion, just because it's, in my mind, saving the lives of thousands of unborn humans, I don't think that's a bad starting point. But
It is a bad starting point because infant mortality has increased due to lack of access to abortion care. 2022 mortality infant rate went up 8%. That's 5.75 per 1,000 births, compared to 2% increase for the rest of the United States. This is JAMA Pediatrics. Among causes of death, birth defects showed a 23% increase compared to a decrease of about 3% in the rest of the U.S. In other words, more infant mortality, more maternal deaths, more abortions have occurred in the United States in a post-Roe environment.
Right. I just wonder if there are environmental factors that are
The
playing.
environmental factor is the lack of access to care, lack of abortion access.
I mean, that you may be right about that, but I think it's a very nuanced conversation, and I think there's a lot of different factors that I'll have to look at that study and dive in.
Sure, I'll give it to you here. This is from JAMA Pediatrics.
Cool. Well, that's all I got.
All right, for sure.
All right.
Appreciate you coming, man.
Later.
All right, I think I'm gonna get off and go join Harry.
No problem.
All right, it was good seeing you, Jaden. It was good seeing
Thank
you,
you
bro.
for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, bro, as always.
Thanks. Take care.
All right, everyone. We're gonna go join Harry. Because we had a huge age restriction on my live. I've been getting it like every day, bro. It's been so annoying. But we're gonna go over to Harry. Look up Harry J Sisson, spam Parker Raid, spam love from Parker, everyone. Harry J Sisson, spam Parker Raid, spam love from Parker. It's HARRY Sisson, SISSON. Look up Harry J, or you gotta put a J in the middle as well. Forgot that. Harry J Sisson, spam Parker Raid, spam love from Parker, everyone. I'll be on there in a second. Love y'all so much. Have a fantastic night, everyone, if you are leaving, and peace out, everyone.